We're on the wrong stream. That's what's happened. There we go. So, y'all want to just like refresh or switch over or something? Cool. That's what it was. All right, sick. You should be there now. Okay, cool. you might need to refresh, YouTube people, and or click out and click on again. Okay, cool. So it was your fault. No, it's still YouTube's fault. It's still YouTube's fault. It's just, oh, I'm live on both streams at the same time. How is this possible? How is this possible? Okay, I'm ending this one. Oh, is that gonna fuck everything up? I don't understand YouTube live streaming. Okay, now I only have one live stream. Okay, so you guys might need to refresh now and that should work. Okay, cool. Bloody hell. All right. Well, how can you be live on 2 streams at once on YouTube? How is that a thing? Why is that a thing? YouTube, sort your shit out, please. Sort it out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Hi, what's up? Just kill everything and pretend it never happened. You can multicam on YouTube. You can, yeah, you can. No, it's not 2 different accounts. Same channel. Same OBS, same everything. You can just schedule. I wonder how many you can do. How many streams can we do at once? Crazy. Thanks to Hydrate. Okay, and we are back. Dan is in the YouTube chat. If you can't find the YouTube stream, it's probably because you're on Pericardial and not Pericardial VODs, and that's a you skill issue. Okay, let's go. We have returned. Amazing work. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that so much, and I'm very grateful for you being here. So, what we're going to talk about right now is we're going to talk about the Butterface contest. The Butterface contest is as such. It is basically a contest where people are like, hey, she's ugly. Let's find the ugliest bitch. But, sponsored by Flora. I can't believe it's not butter. But it's not just who's the ugliest girl, because that would be too boring, too basic. No. It's the girl with the best body and the ugliest face. So they rate their body out of 10. They come on the stage in bikinis. Yeah, this is great, isn't it? This is totally not problematic at all. But they come on stage in their bikinis and they're like, damn. And they rate their bodies out of 10. And they're wearing a paper bag over their head. And then they take off the paper bag and everyone goes, oh! And then they rate their face, 10 being hideous. And so the girl with the worst face but the best body wins. 25,000, that's why they partake. So, yeah. There it is. I don't really know what to do or to say about that, to be honest. Hi, Tequila, welcome in. See you soon, Jesus. Thank you so much. A paper bag. Yeah, legit a paper bag. They're not forced to be there, though. No, they're not. They're not forced to be there. I don't know if that's a good argument, you know? Because you know who else weren't forced to be there? Trying to think of an example. I'm scrambling for an example. I'm sure there is one. Someone hit me with a historical example of something that... Yeah, I was gonna... Like, something around Nazis. Who wasn't forced to be there and then something bad happened to them? Oh, well, the Alpha Boot Camp dudes that we're going to talk about, they're not forced to be there. They're still fucking idiots. Oh, but I do blame them. No, listen, it's the principle. It's the principle. Okay? Yes, homeless people or students taking part in dangerous research. They're not forced to be there, but they're preying on desperation. Still bad. Also, you can be like, yeah, listen. It's the women's fault, which I don't agree with. But you can say that, but then also appreciate that it's also definitely Howard Stern's fault. It's like definitely 100% Howard Stern's fault. So anyway, let's go. Let's do it. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, no.
It's going to hurt you in the Butterface contest, but
Okay, here we go. Howard Stern, by the way, is the worst. He is the worst. He is a piece of garbage. I can't get this better quality because it was a while ago, thank God. It was a different time. Yeah, he is genuinely for reals a piece of garbage. And basically, he has done many shows like this, but we'll get into that afterwards. Let's go. This is the Butterface contest. Who does this? Who does it? Howard Stern, apparently. Piece of garbage. Put him in the trash. Oh.
I'm scared. I don't even want to.
It's going to hurt you in the Butterface.
There we go.
When we tell them, and you give them a score of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst head, the worst
Yes.
face.
All right.
So theoretically, the perfect Butterface would score a
Oh,
20.
what was that Wilhelm scream?
Rob, you wanna repeat
Why?
those?
Okay, basically you're looking for a girl with
Woo!
a really ugly body and a great face.
That's it. Let's just go.
All right, we'll figure it out.
He misunderstood the concept, and that's funny.
You know what I'm realizing? The show's way funnier when you're
Yeah,
drunk.
also, look at these people. Look at these people. Listen, not that we're mean to anyone for what they look like, because beauty is on the inside and the outside, and also in talents, etc. Beauty is multifaceted and complex, and it doesn't matter what your face is, and also people can control their face. So we don't be mean to anyone for stuff they can't control and what they look like, because it's stupid. Can they really chat, though, about butterfaces? Don't think so. Can they really be talking? Kettle black.
Everything
Absolutely,
is.
it's funnier. One shot and I'm wasted.
I would need to see their butts to have an opinion. You're a scientist, I can tell.
How you do that?
I was so healthy this morning. I had vitamins all set to go, fruit, and I said, okay, now let's ruin it in one shot.
Dude, I went out running sprints this morning. Now I'm drinking and ruining that.
I don't care about them. Bring on the ugly horse.
I would rate my body at 10. I would rate my face 4. The thing
Here she comes.
about my face would be
In a paper bag. I wasn't joking. I wasn't exaggerating. Legit a paper bag. Here she goes.
Face. People have called me raccoon
Good
eyes.
body.
People have never
Awooga,
told me I
indeed.
resemble a celebrity.
Okay then, that's Butterface Stacy.
I'm looking at a beautiful body. I don't know what's under the bag. We're not going to evaluate that yet. The body is awesome. I'm going to go first. I'm going to give her body. Can she turn around a little so I can see her ass? I'm going to give her body a 10.
Yeah, could you just turn around so I can see your ass?
A 10. I think.
Please, thank you so much.
I think she's got a
The
gorgeous
only
body.
person who should say that to you is your doctor if you went in specifically about something on or around your ass. That is the only time that anyone, unless also if there's consent, you know. That as well. But, you know, if a doctor, if you've gone in for like a weird rash or something, that's the only time you should say that to anyone. Can you just turn around so I can see your ass?
Body. I'm sorry, it's perfect. I see a perfect ass, no cellulite, and beautiful breasts. Let me go around.
Cellulite. Can't even pronounce it right, and that's the stupid thing ananyway.
I know
Love
that
your
she
body.
shaves her private region.
Ah!
And for that, I like her. I like her ass tattoo. Gives you something to look at.
What the fuck are we watching?
she's
Why did I
tan,
think
she
this
does
was a
little
good
bit of
idea? I'm
painting.
really
I've got
questioning my
she's got that
choices
body
here.
as a 10.
All right, there's another 10. Robin Quivers.
She's got the body I would want. That's a 10.
Ralph Sorella, very hard to
I
please.
want that body too.
Ah!
She's hot. 8.
An 8,
Is
that's
she
very good
okay?
for
Is she
Ralph
just
Sorella.
standing there listening to this? I think I'm not the only one questioning my choices here. She must also be questioning her
Where have we
choices.
heard from? Go ahead.
On a personal level, a 9.
And Artie.
Going with the
I
theory
can't
that
believe
there's
they made
no
something like
tents in
this.
the world,
She
that's
looks
a
so
9.
sad.
Hey, you know, can she take her top off or not? Yeah.
No, not here. We're in Vegas, baby. They don't allow that for some reason. Just allow you to lose your home.
Yeah.
All right,
And
here
I've
we go.
lost that.
And now, Stacy, take off the bag. Here we go, and let's see the face.
Is that a speed bump on the way to...
She's gorgeous. She's stunning. I don't get it. She is gorgeous. If that's ugly, we're all screwed. I'm just going to say that for free. Okay, listen, I can't speak for you guys, but if that is ugly, god damn. we will never find love. Okay.
Stacy, it's got to be
I
hard
want
when
that
the crowd
scream!
starts.
Oh god, my eyes, they're
Stacy,
burning!
give her the microphone
He's
so I can talk to you.
shaking.
Stacy, it's got to be tough.
Is he
when the
gonna be
crowd starts
is he
freaking
being
out when you take
sick?
the bag over your head. Is it hard for you?
No, not really.
How did you end up here in the Butterface? Did some guy tell you about it?
No, actually,
She's
my friend Hannah
gorgeous.
just entered me into it.
Wow. Did she tell you what she was doing?
Huh?
When did she tell you what Butterface was all about?
She just told me how to have a perfect body with a,
A bad lid?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go to our judge,
Her
Ralph.
friend said, hey, I've got a contest that you would win. Good body, shit face. That's what her friend said to her, and she was like, sick, yeah, let's do it. Her friend is a cunt, indeed. She needs new friends. The crowd are just like, oh, put it away. Put the bag back on, you Instagram model. What?
What do you think of the face? 10 being the worst face on the planet.
She's gorgeous.
Lord of the Rings.
She's legit just not wearing makeup. That's it. That's the only thing.
High for bad.
That's it. She's stunning.
I would say I'm gonna give her another.
I don't. What's wrong with her face?
I'm going to go next and tell you.
Seriously,
I
am I
hate to
blind? What's wrong with her
disappoint you,
face?
Stacey. I think you're
There's a
pretty.
guy vomiting in the
your face is
audience
really
because
nice.
it's that bad. I don't get it.
Shot, man.
I don't know. I would go home with you in a minute. I think you're hot. I'm only going to give you a 3 on your face. I think you're pretty.
Go on, Howard. Go on.
Gary?
Very
I could do some
uncommon
work with that
Howard
face. I'd give her a
win.
6.
Well, considering he made the show,
How would
overall
How would you do
huge
some
L.
work with her face?
Give her some makeup and a good haircut.
Rob Schneider, you're
Her
a
hair
gigolo.
is
You tell us.
stunning.
I
She
gotta
doesn't
say,
need makeup.
I
She's
think
already
that
sorry.
She's dressing down too much. I think her face
Very,
really
very
isn't that bad.
rare.
I think you got a little makeup. You're going to be close to really, really good looking. I'm going to have to give you a 4.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think you're too pretty for this
lot of
contest.
makeup.
I think she's very pretty. I'm sorry. Rob, you go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay,
I
so
don't think
we're
you're
not.
unattractive
Yeah.
at all. I think you're, girl next door cute. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
say,
Okay. So at least they're like
Next door.
they're agreeing with us.
You're giving
I
her a
don't
4.
feel
She's too
comfortable
pretty.
that they agree with us actually,
Let me tell you
because
something. Rob Schneider would have
that's
done
not a
you
good
up to his
feeling
third
considering
season
they
on
made this
Saturday
show.
Night
I don't
Live.
want them to agree with us.
Absolutely.
They compared us to
say I would
Gollum.
do
Wait,
it.
did they?
Go ahead. Give her a
Everybody.
score on the face.
I think she looks a little bit like Ryan Seacrest,
Oh,
What is the number, please?
which makes her hot to me. I give her. She is pretty.
I have
give
no
her a
words.
3.
A 3.
On her
Fred, what do you
face.
say?
I think you're really pretty. 3. No, the higher the number on the face, the uglier it is. High number equals good body, ugly
Well, yeah, I think
face.
you're pretty,
Hence the
and that's gonna hurt you
contest.
in the Butterface contest. But Stacey, thank you. You've got a beautiful body as well.
More to come from
What
the Hard
is the-
Rock
why
Hotel
are
and
people
Casino.
pole
with the Howard
dancing?
Stern Show.
Can you just
I
turn
don't.
around?
I'm
Can I
so
see your ass?
confused.
Turn around so we can see your ass,
Turn
please.
around. Let's see.
Ah,
Nice
stop
ass.
it!
Nice ass.
Okay.
That
so-
is a nice ass.
what are you giving her?
I'd say an 8.
The 90s
Nice
was a
flat
crazy
stomach,
time.
Nice breast.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
That's a 9.
Stop it. Stop
Robin.
it.
I'm gonna give her a 6 too. See, I don't like that particularly skinny look. So 6.
I like skinny. I'm giving her an 8.
I love when you can see the ribs.
Yeah, I like the
That's
ribs.
hot, the
The
ribs.
legs are a little thick.
I like my girls malnourished. I like my girls malnutritioned, which I'm deciding is a word. Fuck you all, okay? Oh, Perry, malnutrition's not a word. According to who? The dictionary? What have they done for you lately? But yeah, I like my girls emaciated, personally. I like to think that if I just poked them too hard, they would shatter into dust. I want my girls crumbly. That's how I would describe it. That's sexy to me. If they're like crumbly, like a biscuit. Like if I was to, no, I'm not gonna say that. No, that's great. That's too far. Leave it there.
Didn't mean for me, but I tell you what.
Look at her belly button. She's totally flat.
Yeah, she's hot. I'll give her an 8. Artie.
I was
Like a
gonna give her
dried
2, but I
naan.
realized I was
Exactly.
looking at
That's the
Ganges.
perfect texture for a woman.
I'm a little
And
drunk.
they're body shaming the skinny.
Nine,
Exactly.
man. That's a hot- come on,
We've got some beautiful bodies in their bikinis.
We're not body
Fred, go
shaming
ahead.
the
We're looking for
skinny.
Miss
They're
Butterface.
body
You should
shaming
give
the
something
skinny.
A 7. And now it's time, beautiful Bianca, to remove the bag and let's see your face.
Show us the ugly
Let's see
mug.
what it looks like. Oh my God,
She's
Bianca.
beautiful.
I think we have a winner.
Stop that.
Let's stop the contest right now.
You know what? Can I just say something?
Did you see that guy's face? Did you see it?
Oh,
This guy. Ah!
Stop that.
Let's stop the contest right
She's
now.
stunning. She's beautiful. I hope there are some ugly girls in this. Not that anyone is ugly, but I hope we can do better than this, you know? They're literally models. They're Instagram models. I don't get it.
That's called
She's
Butterface.
just not wearing
Gary,
makeup.
what do you
She
give
just
her?
hasn't done her
Scale of 1 to
eyebrows.
10 being the worst face you ever saw.
I gotta give her a 9.
9. Ralph.
9, 10 is ugly.
Go ahead,
10
give
is
her-
hideous,
take
by
a
the
good
way.
look at her.
She gave her a 9.
Good look.
Little make. I don't know. I gotta say, like,
Turn your face all around.
She's gorgeous.
Go ahead, Ralph.
She's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna say maybe
Oh God, all
like
hope
a-
is lost. Are we're all
Bianca, how did
disgusting.
you end up here,
We're
by the way?
pepperoni pizza
Did
face is
somebody
what we
recommend
are.
the contest to you,
If that's
or
if
how
that's
did it all come
9 on a scale of ugliness, 10 being the worst.
So guys, the TV.
Oh, and she has an accent. She's a dreamboat.
Yeah.
So I always thought that I have a better body than a face.
I'll tell you, I would still do you. I don't care. I'm going to give you a...
Oh, great. Thank you,
I'm gonna
Howard.
say,
You'd still do her. That's a compliment of the year. Why are they wearing headphones? Maybe so they can hear each other?
I gotta say,
Maybe?
Like all the way.
Because they're quite far away.
I gotta say, you have an attractive body, and it's you only appear hideous because you had the bag on so long.
Go ahead,
I
Rob.
have to say that.
Can chat vote along? Yeah, we'll do that
I
for the
gotta
next
give
one.
you
That's
another
fun.
shot, by the way.
Let's objectify women.
I give you a 7.
Wait.
Because
Let's
your
not
body- your
do
face
that,
is not as
actually.
attractive
Let's
nearly as
not
your body.
vote.
So I give you a
7,
7.
Robin. Go ahead.
Let's not rate women by numbers. Actually, I don't encourage this behavior. We're not going to do that. I changed my mind. That was a bad idea. Who said that? Kappa, you sussy
My
person.
7th grade science teacher, and his name was Mr. Molinari.
She's gorgeous. Oh my god, we're just mollusks. We're
Go
mollusks.
ahead.
When she took
If
the
she's
bag off
fuck
my
ugly,
watch
we
shop,
are
I gave her an
mollusks. There's worse ways to live, actually. I feel like a mollusk would be quite fun. They have no work to go to in the morning, you know?
Viva
So
Las
it's fine.
Vegas. We'll be back with more of the Howard
Okay.
Stern Show.
Random
live from the
women
Hard Rock Hotel and
dancing.
Casino.
For no reason at all. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. This is a game show made for Redditors. Yes, these are the parents of the trolls we have today.
Let's go to Cindy.
It
Let's meet
is. It
Cindy
really
for
is.
this
So much
Butterface
ass
This
today.
Butterface
So much
is
ass.
Cindy.
I'm 43.
Go on, Cindy.
I'm a secretary. I'm single. Butterface means
What do we reckon this is gonna be
someone
another
with a great
gorgeous
body,
woman?
Butterface isn't so great.
Why are we watching
Had to
this?
tell Cindy
Content.
She was a butterface. She just knew.
I've been a fan for years and years, and I kind of thought I might have a chance. It was totally my idea. In fact, everyone I told.
Wait,
about it
she
told
has
me I
that
should
body and
do
she's
it.
43?
That's
What the fuck?
Butterface Cindy.
She's 43. My girl moisturizes. Let this be a lesson to you. Sun cream everywhere. She's 43 and she looks like that. Wow! Wow! Stunning, stunning woman.
Can I go first?
Good job, babe.
Go
Good
ahead,
job. You
Ralph.
did
She
it.
is a
You
mess.
nailed
Her
it.
body is
Exercise,
How'd you
the
get in
key.
here?
All right,
She's
what
got
do you give her?
motor cell- I give her body a 2.
Rob, what do you give her body?
Well, I gotta say, the shoes are kind of nice. So I
This
gotta
was the
give her
time
a
before
4.
microplastics. I don't know. I
No
don't know.
one impressed with this girl's body. Go ahead, Bubba.
Yes, it does, intimacy. I think butterface just means bad face. I don't think it needs a good body for that
I don't
definition.
think her
but
body's that
She got a
bad.
butter body.
And Robin,
Yeah, I would say
She's got
5,
a
6
butter
compared to
body?
the other
what is it, a
girls.
5 or a 6?
She's.
6.
They're saying she has a bad body. We are mollusks.
Like that.
Guys, we're not even mollusks. We've been downgraded to like sea cucumbers. That's what we are. We're just slimy, disgusting sea cucumbers just floating around. That's what we are. What the hell? That's a 6 body? We're just blobfish after they've been pulled through the pressure water. Justice for blobfish, by the way. They're actually beautiful, normal looking fish, but they just drag them so quickly up through loads of water that they get all squished and deformed. And we're just like, haha, look at this stupid, ugly fish, which is what we are. Allegedly. But usually they're just very nice fish. Justice for blobfish, but that's not important right now. One guy said 2 for body. Has he seen himself? Has he seen himself? Not that. Listen, let's not sink to their level, actually. They're all beautiful people, including the panelists, including the men. Well, they're beautiful on the outside, okay? Everyone's stunning. Everyone's delicious and beautiful, and they're both cute on the outside only. Let's not sink to their level and be like, hey, they're gross as well. But at the same time, those in glass houses doth not throw stoneth. Don't put me under fluorescent lights. What, like a blobfish? Unfortunate. Zerson, thanks for the follow.
Give her a 6.
And Fred.
I think it's a 3.
Remember, a 10 would be a great body, so...
Show
one
us your
nice
six-pack,
choice. Let's
Fred,
remove the
then,
bag
huh?
and see if you can make up for it.
She's gorgeous. What are they reacting to?
I just gotta say, if her
He's
body
lost
was as
it.
good as some
That
of these
guy's
other
lost
girls,
it.
we'd have a winner.
He's like, no, put it away.
She looks
She's
like
stunning.
Henry Hill.
Cindy says she wishes she had smaller ears.
Yeah, you should see her without the headphones on, Howard. We were calling her in the office.
Like normal ears.
Wow.
Don't we appreciate diversity? People have different shapes of things.
Put you up to this.
She's
She said she put
brilliant.
herself up to it.
I've been watching the show for like 10 years and I thought it would be fun.
Is it fun?
Cindy,
Are you having a
why?
good time?
Not really. It's humiliating. I know. Well, I think you're gonna make up points on the face.
He says it's humiliating, I know. She said, "Oh, I thought it'd be fun, but it's actually not fun." Oh, yeah. He's like, "Yeah, no, I know. It's humiliating. It's your show. You have the power at any moment. You have the power to stop it, Howard. At any moment, you can be like, you know what? One day he's just gonna wake up, or he didn't. He was like this forever. He's still like this. He's a dick. But at any moment, he could wake up and have an epiphany and be like, hey, do you know what I'm not gonna do today? I'm not going to present and humiliate women in public on stage on TV. Sorry, is that a bit too experimental? Is that a bit too wild for me to say? All the guys are capping. They know they would smash. These are the same men, 100% DK. These are the same men who are like on Twitter being like, oh, this really hot celebrity's mid. Cope. It's just coping. If they let you touch them, you'd be on it like a carb on it, is all I'm gonna say. Okay. Oh, Zendaya's mid. In where? Where is she mid? In the most beautiful, stunning woman competition ever. And she's only mid because they're all rated the same. So it's just like everyone is the median. Is that like there she's mid? Okay, maybe statistically. Is that that's the only time? She's almost perfect. She is perfect. She is perfect. Full stop. End of discussion. Period. It was at this moment, after 10 years of watching Howard Stern, the woman wondered why the leopards were eating her face. The leopards. Oh, James, do you know what? What I know of you, James, that was probably really funny and really intelligent, and I've missed it and I've ruined it. Oh, James, that was almost definitely a really funny, good reference to something, and like really scathingly smart. Leopards eating their face is a common phrase. I've never heard that before. How have I never... You're British, right? How have I never heard this before? Where have I been? Because I can't even be like, oh, I've been under a rock. My job is the internet. Where have I been? Leopards ate my face. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does leopards eat your face mean? But Perry, how do they reinforce the social stereotypes and assert male dominance over all matter of female life if they don't call Zendaya mid? You're right. They'd just be lost. They'd be floating through the sea like a sea cucumber. Like we are, apparently. Damned leopards. Every time. I've heard it in American politics. What does it mean? You didn't even know what bifurcation meant. Guilty. I didn't know what bifurcation meant. Oh, sorry. Because that's a normal word that people use all the time. Bifurcation. Just say split in two. That's all you have to say. By the way, that's the definition of bifurcation. I know that now. Split in two. That's all you have to say. I split this in two pieces. You don't have to say I bifurcated it. What time are you supposed to say? Do you know what that is? Listen, I know it's like a big word, and so it's meant to be, fancy. It makes you sound smart. But do you know the only thing that's doing? Using words like bifurcate. Do you know what that's doing? From The Office. It's doing, why use more word when few word do trick? Because it doesn't do the trick, because no one knows what the fuck it means. Okay? No one understands what you're saying when you say I bifurcated this. Wait, you split it in two. Calm down. Where are you? You giving a TED talk to stupid wordsmith geniuses 24/7? No, you're talking on the internet, okay? Calm down. You're in the fucking comment section, not you, Cork. I realize this sounds like I'm directing this at you. I'm being very general. Cork, you're very funny. I enjoy you a lot. And it's amazing that you know what bifurcate means. I didn't mean you. I'm sorry. I just meant the general you. That really sounded like I was bullying. I didn't mean it. I promise. Not you. You sound very defensive about not knowing a word. What do you mean? Chuckles. Never. I like bifurcated. I know what it means. I like learning new words, though. I'm really happy that I know what it means now, too. Yeah. Perry meant you people. Yeah, that's what Yeah, I wasn't being specific. I meant I was generalizing to an entire group of people. That's better, right? That's what I was doing. That's better. Basically, leopards are my face. Eight. Leopards ate my face is a phrase for when someone votes for an unjust policy or representative and then is surprised when it negatively affects their life. Oh. And so I guess the like mean politicians are the leopards. And so you because you make friends with the leopards, or you're like, yeah, leopards, they should live among us. And then you're surprised because they eat you. Ah, I love that. I've never heard that before. I knew a dude whose kids didn't have British passports, and yeah, he voted BNP. Not that we're political. BNP are anti, like, any sort of immigration. His kids didn't have British passports. And he was like a proper representative of BNP. Make it make sense. No comprendo. Okay, let's go. Maybe he hated his kids. Yeah, he just wanted his kids out. He just wanted a second to play Minecraft. That's what it was.
Ralph, give her a score in her face.
I really feel sick. I'm going to give her a 10.
10.
I feel sick
I
looking
agree,
at her
I'll give you a 10.
face.
Gary?
She's annoying.
A 9.
She's
I
annoying.
gotta say,
She's
I have to say, Howard,
gorgeous.
I really think that there could be another girl back there that got into a head-on accident in a vehicle. So I got to give her a 9 to give myself some
She's
space.
gorgeous. What is this? Why are they voting high on how bad her face is?
Back down to a 9.
No, you already voted. I'm sorry, Robin, go ahead.
You know, she has interesting parts, but they don't go together. So I give her a 9.
All
Et
right,
tu,
all right.
Brute? Do you know,
Let me tell you something. You're
listen,
sexy as hell.
listen. It's awful that they're saying this. But I don't know why. Someone can explain this to me. I don't know why. No, I do know why. It's psychology. I know why. But again, I'm going to pretend that I don't. Someone explain it to me. I don't know why hearing her say it pisses me off even more. Her saying it. It's betrayal. Et tu, Brute? We were supposed to be on the same team, bro. What happened? What happened?
I was as sexy as you, but I got to give your face a 10.
And
Oh.
Fred, she must
It's
frighten
friendly
children with
fire.
that face.
Yeah, what the
I'd give her
fuck?
14 if I could, but it's only a 10. Cindy, you say you're 43 years
I
old.
hope she
and you're from
wins
Boston,
now.
is that
Oh,
right?
but they said her body was shit, so she's not going to win.
You did great on the face evaluation. So who
They need to
knows,
have a good body and a bad face.
$25,000 might be
But they
yours.
voted all of it bad for somehow. Oh, wait,
We're in
chat.
the middle of the most butterface
They're live
contest. I'm a
tomorrow.
little
Yay.
Who's next? Let's bring her out.
Let's see
bring
more
her
ugly
on.
bras.
All right, take
There's
off
a girl
bag.
on the
Let's
jury.
see you.
I know.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, my God.
I love the audience. The audience are giving me life.
This is all
The audience are giving me life. They're just like, no. Woo! Butterface. I'm into this now. So when was this filmed? I think 2000. In the 2000s.
We got the Miss Butterface contest. You gotta watch
They're all stunning so far.
See this to believe it.
I'm waiting for a real Uggo. Not that I believe that
Funny
exists,
on radio,
but
you
there
have to
hasn't
see
been
it
one
live.
yet.
Robin said to me during the commercial.
I'm
"Did you tell
thinking
them
like
that I
7
don't wanna
eyes.
drink?"
I need a
want
woman
you
with
now
7
to
eyes
drink
and
you
3
with 2 shots,
noses.
Robin.
And no like tongue or something, and then I could get on board, but right now there isn't.
Beautiful Davina.
Hi Steve, welcome in.
Put that one down.
Being mean is such a stupid thing that's so prevalent right now. Yeah, it makes people feel better. To be mean about someone else makes them feel better about themselves.
That's yours. Tequila.
That's why so many
Take
people
one
love
down,
it
just like
and
I
do
did.
it.
Be a man.
And it's the worst.
Go do
Take
it.
it down.
All the
You're
way.
gonna throw up.
Go, 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 go.
What
The
happened?
girls that are meant to be the hot ones, so the pole dancers and the girl who brought the shot and all of the stuff, like the hot girls they have surrounding them, they are just as pretty as the butterfaces. They're like the same, but they're wearing makeup and they're not. That's the only difference. They're all gorgeous. I'm gonna stop saying that. You know what I think. Objectification is good as long as you're not too strict then. When is objectification good? Objectification is good if it is an object. Like if I was like, this is a bottle, I'm going to snap off its head and use it for my own pleasure and hydration. That's fine. Because it's a bottle. I know that was gross. I'm so sorry. if it's actually an object, then it's fine. In the same way, you can personify an object too. This is Gerald, and I just drank its blood. Do you know what I mean? You can do that too. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Oh, what a good bottle. What a sexy, curvy figure. Shame about its face, though. Ugh, disgusting. Throw it away. That was actually an accident. Okay, let's go.
Keep going, keep going.
Why are your bottles always crushed? I'm enthusiastic. I don't care about you. I'm gonna skip all of your stupid stuff. Bring on the Butterfaces! Here she comes.
29, and from Tampa Bay, Florida, let's say hi to Debbie.
Oh, Debbie is keen. Debbie is performing. Good for Debbie.
Debbie.
So she doesn't look malnourished, so they're gonna vote her down for her body.
Let's go to Gary Baba Booey.
Because they like their girls crumbly like powder.
You know what?
They like their girls to look like they haven't eaten for 7 years.
Like a 3.
3, she has a bad body. 10 would be the highest, so you don't like her body. Ralph?
Aren't they supposed to have good bodies?
Well, it's not bad.
She's
Come
got
on.
a scar in her stomach. She's a mess. I give her a 0.
What is this show? It was a different time.
I gotta
It was
say,
a different
wait a minute,
time.
she's 49.
She got a rockin' bod, and we all know it.
49,
But again, they have different
I give her
tastes, man. Beauty is subjective.
Snyder gives her a 5.
Beauty is subjective, and they like girls to be snappable.
Right, thank you, Rob.
You want to look at a girl and be like, damn,
I
you're
say
barely
she's a
there.
five as
When you
well.
turn
I
to your
think the
side, they
body
want the girl
is
to disappear.
okay. I mean, compared to
So-
Scarlett, you gotta
Look
take
at all
it.
that cellulite.
She has cellulite, but go
She
ahead.
had everywhere.
All right, let's
Cellulite?
go to Artie.
You can't even
Let's say,
speak
Ralph,
English.
In all fairness to this broad, last night I gave
Scars
her
are
the
hot, I
scar
think so
on her
too.
stomach.
Oh.
Someone doesn't think 100 is real.
Last night you gave her the scar. Is that supposed to be sexy? You cut her? Last night I broke into her hotel room and cut her with my knife. Is that what he's saying? Is that what he meant? Last night I gave her that scar on her stomach. What does that mean? With this pinky. They're drinking. Yeah, they really shouldn't be drinking. I feel like how are you not getting I don't like using the word cancelled, but if anyone should be cancelled, it's these guys. How are you not getting cancelled for this? What? Artie was never a good guy. Is this one Artie? Yeah, they don't seem nice. Do you think the judges are hot? No. No, they're not. Because they're not hot on the inside. I think they're cute on the outside. They are despicable on the inside. And therefore, overall, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi because it's on camera.
Go ahead, Artie. What do you give her?
Oh, Debbie.
Debbie.
That's a 5. That's a
And
5.
Fred, what do you think? 10 would be the highest. A great body.
Wait, do you mean to tell me these people have a platform today? Yeah. Howard Stern's still going, I think.
She's got cellulite on her knees.
Not dry cement.
Take off the bag, Debbie P, and let's take a look.
Doesn't everyone?
Oh, God, look at the judges.
She's cute as fuck.
The judges fainted.
Gasps in the
Debbie,
audience.
She's just 40.
All right, let's go to
But
Gary.
remember,
Gary,
we
give
learnt
us
this. We learnt this from the other one, right?
The face is not that
We
bad.
learnt this from another video.
3.
Once a woman hits 30,
10 would be a really
Disgusting.
bad thing. So you're saying a 3. You think she
remember, we learned that from our favorite pickup artist ever, Max Cross or whatever his name is. Matt Cross.
a 7, right.
30
Yeah,
is the
that's what I
cutoff.
thought.
Disgusting.
Ralph,
Just
what do you
downhill,
give her?
but like
Face
rapidly.
10 would
Like
be
it's more of a
bad.
cliff.
I think her body's a lot worse.
It's the wall. So she's not 30 anymore. She's older than 30. So, ugh.
Rob, what do you say?
Disgusting. Someone in the audience fainted.
That face hurt
How dare
me,
this
so
woman
I
age? I mean, seriously, how dare she?
That face hurt me.
Disgusting. She should wear the paper bag all the
Go
time.
ahead, Robin.
No, she's
I'm
not
being
that
sarcastic
bad.
in
I'd
case
give
I was
that
lost in translation.
Yeah, you know what? You're being kind. Go ahead, Artie.
The worst
Women
face
over
is
30
that
have
She
experience.
looks a little like Lizzie.
There you go.
Robin.
25 if you're Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, his wall. He likes to get in there early and cut off his
Go
wall.
ahead,
That's true.
Fred.
I disagree with Artie. She looks like Don Zimmer in a wig.
Hi, Digital. This is a fascinating video. Yeah, we can name 100 different people who are smoking and over 30. We can, but it's I don't make the rules. It's Matt Cross's rules. It's the cutoff.
Who's next? Who's next? Let's bring her out.
Let's see
bring
more
her
ugly
on.
broads.
Michelle, come on out.
Oh,
here, baby.
Michelle.
Butterface hates her jaw, rates her face at a 5, and lost her virginity at the tender age of 17. It's Butterface Michelle.
It's so creepy they included that. Tender.
Gary, what do you give Michelle?
She lost her virginity at the tender age of 7. Why would they say that? Turn around, show us your ass! Sorry, I'm too into this now. I'm too into this.
Artie, sit down. You're being annoying.
It's a good bikini. It is a good
What do you give her,
bikini.
Artie, on her body. 10 is
Well,
the best body
because
ever.
I don't like James Gandolfini's body, I'll give it a 10.
What?
I don't think it's that bad. I'll give her a 7. Go ahead, Rob Schneider.
I gotta say, I like the scar. It's kind of sexy in a way that I was unexpected.
So they like her scar.
I'm gonna give her body
But
a
they don't like the
6,
other.
and
I don't see
despite
scars,
the heart
but it's
surgery.
bad quality.
She has a couple of scars on her body. Ralph, what do you say? What do you give
Are
her?
we scoring in the scar or the body?
Whatever
Body.
you want.
The scar's a 10. The body. Wait, I got confused.
Oh, that
One
scar.
1 to 10. 10 is the
Six.
best body. 6.
Okay.
Robin.
Could she twirl around?
Like that's.
Show us your ass! Sorry.
Oh, it gets worse. So
What do you got?
I guess I'll give her a 4.
All right, Fred.
The bag should go all the way to her feet. I give her a 4.
Take off the bag. Let's see what you got. No. Oh.
Oh, she looks so sad.
Much
She looks so
respect.
sad.
Colin Powell Jr. just said the F word.
Wow.
You know what?
How old are you,
She's
Michelle?
what this contest
Everyone's like, I'm gonna cry.
Is all about.
Michelle, how old are you? 33 years
Ah,
old.
she's over the
and
cutoff,
you
guys.
have 2 kids, and you lost your virginity when you were 17.
Yeah.
And
Why do they keep saying that?
You're gonna rate her face.
all
I
right,
gotta
Gary.
say, that's this face, Howard. If I may jump in here,
Go ahead, Rob.
this face here is our first true 10.
All right, there's a 10.
It's a horrible face.
Congratulations. Ralph, go ahead.
It's a mess. I'm going to give it a 9.
9.
I give you a 10. Robin
That is a 10.
and Artie.
Ah, she looks so sad. Listen, girl, you don't need their opinion. If they don't like what you look like, it means they won't talk to you, and that's a plus. I got that quote from Pride and Prejudice.
This is what it would look like.
Okay. I think I might. There's more of this, and I think I might be done. Should we? I think spoilers. They're being really, really mean to her, right? They're being really, really, really mean. She did win. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off now, but she did win the competition. So if it makes you guys feel better, they are being so unbelievably mean to her, but she did get 25 grand. So it's not all bad news. She deserves it. Yeah, she did deserve it. Justice for the 43-year-old though. But she's okay. She's fine. Spoilers. Yeah. So Howard Stern. Howard Stern is the worst. He also has a very fun competition called the Biggest Whore Competition. Don't even know how you would determine this. I haven't seen this. I might go ahead and just skim in case it's porn, because I think he does that too. Yeah, so what happens is they get a woman and she tells them about her history, and then they decide who's the biggest whore of them all. Who comes up with ideas like this? Baba Booey TV. Yeah, that's what this is. Wait, this came out in 2011? She'll need that money for therapy. The prize money is spent exclusively on therapy because of the prize money, how they got the prize money. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he did, Chimo. He did. He does porn too. Yeah, I would say it's a different time, but it was only 13 years ago. Do you know what? A lot can change in 13 years. Although he does do stuff that's awful as of 2 years ago. But do you know what? A lot can change in 2 years. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. That's what it is. That's what it is. He also has a competition called Ugliest Man, Hottest Wife. Who is punching the most is their competition. Now that one's very fun. Do you know why that one's fun? Because it got someone fired because they went on Ugliest Man, Hottest Wife. And the wife she won, I think. And she was hot. And her husband is disgusting, but she's really hot. But because she was on the show, she worked at a school. She worked in a school. So obviously she didn't get fired, obviously. She didn't get fired because she had a hot bod and she's in a bikini. She obviously got fired because of her disgusting troll of a husband, which was just too embarrassing for her. You know, they were like, dude, you gotta disappear now. Like, how can you show your face with such a hideous gremlin that you associate yourself with? Of course, that's probably what happened. So, I mean, there it is. And they only won $5,000. She lost her job and she only won $5,000. Yeah, this is fucked. I thought I would show you it. Do we feel bad? Did I bum you all out? I feel like I bummed you all out. I'm sorry. This was supposed to be fun. Do you want to watch angry men yell at each other? But they deserve it this time. Not because they're ugly. They yell at them to get in ice baths to make them a big strong man. Is that something you would want to watch? Yes, please. Would that help? Would that make you feel better? Yeah. I felt bad before the stream, so it's fine. Hi, Mustang. Nothing makes me happier than hearing about the elementary school teachers getting fired for having an OnlyFans. Because that's gross if their kids find it. Is that a thing that's happened? Oh, wait, I did hear about that. Huh, okay. I feel concerned for Barry's mental health since she had to research this. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm too far gone though. I'm desensitized to all of this, so I don't always realize what's too far. You guys are bummed out now. Right, let me take this off the screen. Let's distract you with some Keanu Reeves and puppies. Would that help? We'll just have a little Keanu Reeves puppy break.
Are we in the Matrix?
Yeah?
No.
Is this good for you? I'll just leave that on the screen just for a little bit. Yeah? And I'll talk to you about other stuff while we watch Keanu Reeves with puppies. Feeling better? I'm sorry. This is soothing. There you go. Is there also a Keanu kitten video? There are kitten videos. I don't know if there's a Keanu kitten video. See, now this I can take lightly. There you go. It's a positive turn. Yesterday was way worse by multiple magnitudes. Hey, what was bad about yesterday's stream? Oh, the child abuse. Yeah. God, we did the child abuse stream. No, but it was like Dan Schneider Nickelodeon updates about Ruby Frankie stream. But I guess you're right. The underlying theme there was child abuse. But all the kids are fine. The kids are fine, apart from the therapy that they'll need for decades. But they're fine. Listen, shut up. Watch Keanu Reeves with puppies. Look at it. Oh, he's trying to pick a question for him. Oh, I hope he picks that question because the puppy chose it. So there it is. There it is. How you ended it abruptly on the worst note and didn't even sing to end stream. I'm so sorry. We ran out of time to sing because I started talking about other stuff during the raid message. So I forgot. All right, puppies. There you go, puppies. Enjoy. Look at it go. Yeah, adorable. Adorable. So. Okay, let's watch angry men yell at each other. Yay! So, you may have heard about this. This is the Modern Day Night Project. Now, interestingly, I didn't realize, when I started researching this, I didn't realize that we accidentally already covered this. Kind of, accidentally. It got to the end of my research and then I was like, wait, Bedros Keuilian, or however you say his surname, that rings a bell. Do you guys remember who Bedros Keuilian is? If you were on my stream beforehand, this is why it pays to be here a lot. Obama, hi, welcome in. Do you guys remember Bedros Keuilian? Yes? Tell me. He's a phony? Oh, for sure. 100p. But that comes later. No, we've accidentally already done a stream about him. Okay, what about this? Do you remember a book called Man Up? And the book, is this a relative of yours? And the book was where he was like, hey, I had a heart attack. Actually, let me present this to you. Let me present this. Okay. I'm going to be speaking from the perspective of Bedros Keuilian, right? One day, I was in my workshop in my mansion, and I was working really hard on this business that I was doing. And the business just wasn't working, even though I inherited it and had millions and millions and millions of pounds to dollars to finance this. It just wasn't working. And this was my third attempt at a business, and I was just a failure. So I was in my workshop by my huge swimming pool and all of my many, many cars, sports cars nonetheless. And I just got so stressed out. And one time, before I knew it, there was a pain in my chest. I thought this was it. I'm going to die. I thought I was having a heart attack. I dropped to the ground and soon the feeling passed, but then I went to the doctor. I thought I was going to die. From the stress, from the pain, I realized in that moment, my life flashed before my eyes, and I realized in that moment that where was my wife? Where were my kids? I never spent any time with them because I'm working so much. Is that what life is truly about? Do I spend enough time with my children? Will I see them grow? How have I lived my life just working 24/7? And when I wasn't working, I was in the gym because of my big old muscles and my sports cars. So I went to the doctor, and he said that I didn't have a heart attack, and it was a panic attack. So that's the story of my near-death experience. Because I almost died that day from a panic attack, because I almost died that day from my almost heart attack that was a panic attack, because I almost died that day, I realized I needed to get my priorities straight. I had a revolution. I had an epiphany. So I decided that I would throw myself into my job. So I started working more hours, harder and harder. I've been wasting my time. I hadn't been in the gym enough. I hadn't been getting those big old muscles. I hadn't been at the office enough. And after 10 short years and 3 more failed businesses and another actual heart attack, I had a successful business. Scamming others. And that's my story. Let this be the prelude to my book called Man Up. And let this be an inspiration to you in general. Thank you. So that's Bedros. Not actually genuinely not joking. That's the intro. That's the preface to Bedros's book. He had a near-death experience, a panic attack. Panic attacks are scary. They can feel like dying. They suck. Okay? They're really bad. They show really bad signs of really bad mental health, obviously. I'm not discrediting what a panic attack is. You can't die from one. They're not lethal. Unless you have like a really severe heart condition already and you're 87 years old, then maybe. But you cannot die from a panic attack. You cannot be scared to death. But he said he had a near-death experience, and that it was because he was working too hard and too stressed out and not spending enough time on the proper things like his wife and his kids. So his epiphany was to work harder. So Bedros is a fucking idiot. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. It's so sad. Every day there are people spending time with their family when they could be hitting calf raises. Quite exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. It's so sad, man. This happens every day, every single day. So this is Bedros. And if you don't remember him for that passage in his book, you might remember him from the Squire program. The Squire program is a father and son teaching your son to become a man boot camp training.
Let's go. Communication, guys.
Well, gentlemen, if there's one message I'm going to stress to you over and over again is always choose hard.
You guys better take advantage of this opportunity that you have here with.
Could this be why you had a panic attack? Could this be why you were concerned about your heart health?
Your boy, because you never know when this shit's gonna happen.
When will this shit happen? When will you have to do this? You live in Beverly Hills, okay? When will you have to do this? Oh yeah, man, you never know when you're gonna have to crawl on all fours through the mud while people fire machine guns at you. God, you never know. What? Feed the fear. In the coming upheaval, Perry. The coming upheaval. Oh no, it's World War 3 is coming up. So you might remember this. I accidentally found another thing that he did. I didn't realize that Bedros Keuilian is much more complex as an individual than we once thought. And he has a whole other thing. Have you heard about MGK? You may have done, because it was in the news and also on Critical and also on Twitter recently. Many people are making videos about this. MGK stands for the Modern Day Night Program. MDK. I was like, modern Gay Night Program, MDK. Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's what it is. Modern Day Nights with a K, because you're a modern day knight. Ooh, I can become a knight. You can get knighthood just by like doing a favor for the queen or something. Oh, you can't anymore. The king. Oh, you can't really anymore. William, go snuggle up to William and he might knight you. That's what you should do. But usually they're the modern day clunts. That's what they should rename. Clunts with a K. Exactly. I make Sigma edits of my girlfriend. Fun. Good job. Yeah, I thought it was modern day night. It does sound like modern day night with an N. But no, it's with a K. Yeah, it does make more sense with a K, to be fair. But I kept thinking night, and I was like, modern day night. It sounds Shakespearean. A Midsummer Night's Dream in the modern day night. Imagine the king now giving out silly side quests to earn knighthood. I would be so here for that. I really would. So, MGK, I'm going to start by taking you over to their official website. And it's going to look very similar because he's a scammer and he has multiple scams. Here's another one. MDK, Modern Night Project. Do you recognize this button? It's the same buttons, man. He's got the same web designers. Watch this video and discover your purpose. Put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling like you're lacking purpose. Yeah? You feel like you're lacking purpose? Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat as well if you feel like you might not be strong-willed enough, or you're lacking the ability to really commit to something. You know, you start a hobby and then you just give up, or you have an idea but you just don't follow through, which is fucking all of us, every single one of us. Put a 1 in the chat if you have ever procrastinated ever in your life. Put a 1 in the chat if you can't lift a car. Fuck all that, I'm awesome. Yeah, man, God, if you can't lift a car, what are you even doing? This video is for you.
Gentlemen, welcome to the project. The project is a 75-hour experience. It's for men just like you, who
just
know
like
that
me?
you're meant for more,
Et moi?
who know that you might have areas in your life that you're not performing at your highest level.
Which
you
is
know
everyone.
You've got greater potential, and there's a higher purpose for you here.
Which is everyone.
The project is not an experience. It's also a process.
He
It's
teaches
like
you how to play
administering
rugby?
chemotherapy to a cancerous area of the body, and it's going to unearth and expose who you are. The physical challenging
I
that
don't
you
want
go
that.
through is purpose-driven. Every single evolution is purpose-driven. Every single evolution creates opportunity for 4 things: to lead, to show emotional discipline, to communicate,
Where
and
do
to
you
problem
take him
solve.
up from?
So the project is here for a purpose, to help you become the man you know in your
The
deepest
axes
heart that you're
on the
meant
wall.
to be. And all we're going to do as instructors over the next 75 hours is administer the project. No different than a doctor would administer chemotherapy to a cancerous body part. You have to be able to control your...
That comparison is wild. That comparison is just off the scale of nonsense. Oh yeah, this project, this 75-hour project that we're gonna bury you alive and put you in the ocean and just sink you in ice baths and hit you with an axe, it seems, literally choke you out for fun. That's the same thing as chemotherapy. That's the same thing. It will heal your pussiness, is what it is. You know, being a pussy is just as bad as having cancer. You heard it here first. And he's the solution.
Your emotions. Because the moment you shut down and you let those thoughts come in...
All right, thanks for the follow.
And the self-talk begins. And the self-talk is never, yay, you got this. What did you do? Why did you sign up for this? This is harder than you think. So I want you to understand that if you're looking to the 75th hour, you've already failed. You know that after some amount of talking here, we're going to take you either out that door or out that door, and there's going to be some level of punishment, some level of suffering, some level of adversity. And I'm here to tell you right now, from the fittest to the fattest of you, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it.
Is he like
so you
actually
have the choice
hurt?
to ring the bell and quit anytime you want.
Are they actually beating these men
You
up?
need to understand the difference between being hurt and injured. You need to control the negative thought patterns up here. You need to go to the next hour, and that's all you need to worry about. Who's heard the phrase, blood is thicker than water? Raise your hand.
No, he's gonna get this wrong.
That is taken out of context.
Oh, he's gonna get it right.
The true
rare win
phrase of that is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
You choose your family.
What that means is the blood that people spill together,
No.
who go through adversity together,
No,
is
that's
thicker,
not
creates a
what-
bigger bond,
no,
a
that's
deeper
not.
bond.
Oh, he's got the meaning wrong, but on the other side. But that's okay. It's close enough. Yeah, it's close. It's close enough. Man. Woo! Swing your dick around. Sorry.
Than the water of the womb, meaning people who have shared the same womb. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
Okay.
And to that point, this is where I like to remind you that there's only two things that you can control. Only two things, fellas, that you guys can control during this entire
How much
evolution.
you can throttle
The amount
someone.
of effort you put out and the attitude in which you show up with to every evolution.
I was able to leave with more confidence, more faith in myself. My family feels more secure, and my finances.
Sorry, it's him with a gun. It's him, this random untrained dude brandishing a gun around the corner. My family feel more safe. Do they really? Are you sure? I brought home an axe and now my wife won't look at me because she's too comforted by my level of manliness. She feels too secure around me that she has to avert her gaze. My wife sleeps in a separate room because that's how safe she feels with me. This seems like Navy SEAL LARPing. Yes, it does. But the thing is, they do this with Navy SEALs and like other things with astronauts and stuff. They subject people to really, really harsh conditions in the army and for astronauts and all of this other stuff because they're trying to like set them up for stuff they actually will go through. They're trying to prepare them for the reality of what actually might happen. What adversity are these guys going through? He's a software engineer. My guy is a software engineer. Don't pretend that he's not a software engineer. Sitting in the office, your buttocks can cramp. That's true. And that is hard. I understand. That is very painful. So naturally, he has to go through Navy SEAL training to prepare for the butt cramp.
I feel like I have more control to be able to.
Yeah, you
make
seem
the
very in
decisions
control,
that
babe.
Will allow me to propel much further than I had self-limiting beliefs.
He
on those
knows
aspects.
Python and C# now.
From the project.
Because
4
of
months
this.
later, I quit my job. I went back into business for myself. Tripled my yearly income by just that one thing of
Good for you,
knowing
babe.
that I have the skill set to be an entrepreneur again, and put myself out in the market again.
Yeah. Crawling through the mud teaches you entrepreneurial skills. I don't know. See, listen, okay, there's one thing. There is something said for confidence. And if it helps give them confidence, inexplicably, it helped those two people with confidence. Somehow it did. Good for them. Then fine, cool, amazing. But he doesn't have the skill set to be an entrepreneur now. Unless they also do workshops on like very particular business and marketing skills, which I don't know. To be good at software, you need your hardware to be tough, which is why if you want to become a computer science dude, you need to hit the gym first. Step 1, muscles. Step 2, C++. Especially if you're getting into CFD, man. If you're getting into like actual modeling, my God, you don't just need a 6-pack. You need proper biceps. You need to be able to bench more than your colleagues. Otherwise, what is even the point? You're never going to get promoted unless you can lift the CEO. Yeah, not good if your hardware's floppy. No one wants a floppy disk. We upgraded to USB. I don't know what that means. What does that mean in terms of body type? I'm not sure, but that's what it is now. That's what it is. So there it is. Your family deserves the best version of you as a leader, husband, and father. So I'm going to traumatize you with ice baths in the mud for 75 hours so that when I give your family back the hollow shell of a man that you once were, you can love them more. You know, people who come back from war. I think war, or like being a soldier, is really glamorized. I'm about to say something quite insightful. Prepare yourself. It's rare for me. But going to war and being a soldier and stuff is really, really glamorized because it makes you a man. It makes you tough and cool and sexy and rugged. But have you guys spoken to people who have come back from war? War is terrible. They are not the same person. Like, it's awful. It is horrible. They come back and they're not okay. It's they would never say, yeah, love it, would love to do that again. No, PTSD is real and it's awful and they're traumatized, and sometimes that can result in really, really, really bad things. So don't do it if you don't have to. Don't go through Navy SEAL role-playing unless you're actually gonna be a Navy SEAL. You don't need to pay my guy Bedros, who he says almost had a heart attack. It was a panic attack. Who had a panic attack because he worked too much and decided to work more. Don't trust my guy Bedros with 7 failed businesses, even though he had daddy's money to rely on. To scream at you. Very bad idea, very bad idea. But if you do want to see him screaming at you, here it is. Here's their Instagram. It's beautiful. Now, what actually is the program? Is it as bad as I'm thinking, or is it actually useful? Is it actually useful and insightful? Let's have a little look-see. So I found a really good one. I believe. The bitch and the beast. Gotta hit the bitch out of you. Vaginas. Sorry, so sorry. Here's some. Is that a good one? You can kind of tell from the vibe. All right, here we go.
Listen, go back in the water, you fucking idiots!
The minute you get out of the water and ring the bell, I'm gonna personally fucking whoop your ass on the sand. So if you are already contemplating on ringing the bell, step forward now, ring the bell, go sit in the fucking water.
Look at them! Look at them! They're fucking freezing!
If this was class...
You're men! You're supposed to be cold all the time! Men are like mermaids! They like being in the water! Stay in the water, you fish boys, you little fish sluts!
One where there was no video to demonstrate what you would be experiencing, I would understand that some of you might show up looking like pumpkins and pears like you do.
The second they take off,
Just a pumpkin in pear shapes.
Steps forward and hits the ground.
Random push-ups, like in The Sims. Ninja, thanks for the follow. Here he goes. Ow!
Put your fucking hands out. Lock your hands. You fucking figure it out before you show up. And then you come here and you kick it in the fucking dick. Yes, sir. Not the bullshit that you're doing right now.
Feet. Back. Belly. Back. Feet. Belly.
The worst Pilates class ever. He's not even teaching them actual moves. Because if they were out here doing yoga and like strengthening their wrists and their ankles and stuff and their hip motion, if they were out here like doing good hip movements and strengthening joints and stuff, I would be like, yeah, bro, carry on, carry on. But they're not. What do you mean? Back, front, feet. That's not Pilates. That's not yoga. This isn't based in science. I can definitely see how this can improve my entrepreneurial skills, right? Yeah, all we need, guys, all we need to be businessmen is someone to yell at us and blast us in the face with a hose. That's what it was. They like humiliation. I reckon, oh my God, you know what we should do? Listen, I can't do this because I'm not allowed on this course because of my disgusting vagina. So one of you lot, right, go to this, please. Go to this. Actually, don't go to this. Don't go to this. It costs $18,000. We'll get back to that. But if you were to go to this, it would be so funny to just like pretend like you were really getting off on it. I think it would really freak them out. He blasts you in the face with a hose and you're just like, ah, yes, more. I really think that would be so funny. Yes, sir. Yes, master. It would really freak them out. And if you can maintain that the entire time. Yes, daddy, more. Like, if you can really maintain that the entire time. We need an imposter. We need to send someone in undercover. It would be so good, but you need to like actually maintain it the whole time and just, yeah. Yeah. That'd be really funny. It's a dom camp. That's what it is. That is what it is. Yeah.
We're just getting fucking started.
I didn't train hard enough. I don't belong here. I didn't train hard enough. I don't.
And you know it's fucking true. That hair tells the whole fucking story.
Leave his
That's
hair
all I need to know
alone!
is that fucking hair.
Well, because he's blonde. Real men are not blonde, or so I've heard. He can't help it, the poor blonde bitch. He can't help it. Blondes are beautiful. Blondes are beautiful. They're special little blonde snowflakes, okay? Delightful. Leave him alone! Sorry. They really focused in on the blonde dude. That hair tells me everything I need to know. Disgusting. You don't dye your hair? The audacity. Oh no, it's because it's not buzzed off, because it's gorgeous. He looks like Rapunzel. Never change, never change. All right, here's some more. Here's some more water. They really like the hose blasting thing. I wonder if it's a euphemism. Yeah, there it is. That's a good image. Also, why are they tucking their shirts into their shorts? They look like pedophiles. Ah, to stop like the sand getting in. Right, let's go for the reels. That's what it should be. I've got some very cool things to show you, but I want to really get you in the zone. I really want. Is this a scam? Babe, we know it is. You don't need to try and convince us otherwise. We got some really, really, really good ones. I want to get you properly in the zone for what this is. Okay, here's an ice bath in a parking lot. How do you become a super masculine man's man? Sharing a bath with another guy. Hey, not that you can't be a super masculine man's man if you so desire, and also you don't have to be straight to be a super masculine man's man. That is an awful thing to say. But I just find that funny.
We got you, motherfucker. 5 fucking seconds.
Stick your head under the water. Stick your head under the water. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Get under.
Get under the water. Drown yourself. Do it.
Go. 1, 2, 3.
Your head's not all the way under, babe. You're not supposed to put your head in. I don't think. Why is the water so muddy? Because they're big, burly men, and men are never clean. That's what it is. I bet Perry could make it through this course. Thank you. I think so too. I think they're all pussies. I did an ice bath. It was fine. Loser. Yeah, you shouldn't put your head in it. That's bad for you. I wonder if anyone's died on this course. I feel like they wouldn't disclose that information. Anyway. And then they wear suits that are too tight and shake each other's hands and are proud of themselves. That's what happens at the end of it. So that's nice. Here he is getting choked out. Very homoerotic, this entire thing, which I'm all here for. Right, let's keep going.
1 wolf, 9 sheep. 1 wolf, 9 sheep.
So he's the wolf and they're the sheep. See, this is another thing, and Critical points this out. This is another thing that confuses me because they're trying to be like, hey, you are your own person. This is how you lead. You're going to be the wolf. You're the lion. You're the alpha. But they're told every single day that actually you're my little bitch boy, and I'm going to make you do whatever I want. I'm the wolf. You're the sheep. You little fish sluts. You little bitch boy. Little closet piss bitch. That's what the whole thing is. And I find that very strange. Isn't it kind of counterintuitive? Do you have to be the sheep in order to become the wolf? Is it like the frogs in the water that get the chemicals and they change their body bits? Is that the same thing? If you're in the water too long, like the fish, if you're in the water too long, then you become a wolf when you were a sheep. It's evolution, right? All you gotta do is do the long soak. Because most of us get out of the shower, out of the bath once we start pruning. But I think maybe pruning is like, you know, when your hands go all like crispy and liney and stuff. Yeah. That maybe if you just like settle into the prune vibe, You know, if you just do that, then eventually, you actually become a wolf. But we just never go through that part. Listen, try it. Soak yourself for 75 hours. Don't do that. I feel like that's really bad for you. I feel like you develop some sort of rash. It's a bad idea. Dario, welcome in. Thank you. I appreciate that. Breaking their spirit up to be subs. Yeah, is this like grooming, but for adults? Maybe he's grooming them to become his little bitch boys. That's what it is. Yeah, they're like those little pills that expand into dinosaurs in the bathtub. Exactly. Hi, Fab. We're talking about Bedros and his MDK project, modern day Knight project. That's what it is. It's a dom camp. Yeah, it teaches men how to be BDSM subs, I guess. I'm not really sure. He's the bath bomb. That's everything I've always wanted to be.
Fucking seat. Take a seat. Take directions. Follow when you must. Follow when you must. Feel like you don't, not at all. Then why the fuck are you doing it? Take a fucking seat. Why are you leaving your team? Everybody get the fuck up right now.
Oh, he's so confused. Thosh, thanks for the follow. He's so confused. That was so confusing. Genuinely, what was he supposed to do there? I don't get it. Brad, thanks so much. If you missed that, what happened was that he was sat. I'm gonna sit on a chair because I have a chair. I don't need to sit on the floor. So I'm gonna sit in a chair. Always choose hard. No, I'll choose soft and comfy. Thank you so much. But anyway, he was sat down, right? He was sat down, and then the guy was like, hey, if you don't want to be sat down, why are you sat down? You know, you're an alpha. You're a man. Do what you want. So he was like, yeah! And then they screamed at him to sit down. And he was like, oh! And then he's like, but why are you doing that? You're just gonna take his orders? Yeah! But sit the fuck down, bitch! Oh! And I have no idea what the right answer was. What is the right answer? What are you supposed to do? Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. The point is to challenge everything, question your senses, but not him, not the boss man. Sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. It's like fucking Simon Says is what it is. Simon Says, sit down. Simon Says, put your head on your hands. That's genuinely what this course is. It's just one 75-hour-long Simon Says game. He didn't say Simon Says, so why was he getting up? You says, no. See, you will be an alpha wolf male man. But right now, you're my little bitch whore, so you gotta do what I say. That's what it is.
Take a fucking seat. I'm gonna fucking bury your entire team if you don't take a seat. I will stay out here with them fucking naked all night, crawling the pit till they all quit. Take a fucking seat.
He's threatening to murder them.
Why the fuck are you on your ass? Why the fuck are you on your ass? And if you fuckers get up, I will fucking crush you. You go over there, I will. Let's go, get up, let's go. Let's go. I will fucking crush you if you get up.
Go, right now. What are you gonna do?
I'm so confused.
Let's go.
I don't know. What am I gonna do?
I'm so confused. Footloose here says, I love this style of cosplay. So hot. Love hot face, love hot face, love hot face. I'm so confused. They're getting off together like alphas. Yeah, you're not a real man's man unless you circle jerk with the boys. That's what this is all about. It's military training without the military part. Yeah, they're training them. See, this is what they say about it. So everyone's like, hey, you know, what the fuck is this? You know, why are they doing this? What does this mean? How does this teach me to be an entrepreneur? So, Moist Critical, and I think this is what they're talking about, but a bunch of other videos have come out with a bunch of different YouTubers talking about this, right? So they replied. They replied to this with various people calling them internet trolls. And this is what they say about why they scream. And I'm going to analyze the psychology of this as your resident psychologist, ! Asterisk, please. This is what they say why they do it.
This is why we bring such a level of chaos. This is intentional. Every move is done with a specific purpose, especially here at the project. The project is a metaphor for life. We're bringing chaos for you. And the little bitches on the internet, they're like, oh, this is poor leadership, this and that. We are showing you the chaos you're going to see in the real world. Do you see what goes on out there when people get in a car accident and someone comes running out, fucking screaming, throwing axes at them?
The real world, where people run at you with axes. Sorry, where do they live? America! Maybe? you get in a car crash and then someone's screaming at you and runs at you with an axe. I hate it when that happens. They're preparing you for the real world. They throw chaos at you because that's what life is like. Again, if you are a Navy SEAL on mission, on active duty, maybe it's like that sometimes. Signifies hi, welcome in. Again, these guys are software engineers. These guys are stay-at-home dads. These guys are what's another job? I genuinely have run out of jobs. He's a book editor. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not Navy SEALs, they're nerds, and it's fine. These guys are little Twitch streamers. Yeah, it's cool. Listen, Twink Boys are in at the minute. That's what it is. My guy's an accountant. He's not gonna be in an active war zone ever. And I don't know, I've never seen someone chase me with an axe because I got into a car crash before. How often do you get chased by axes? And if this is this guy's reality, if loads of times he's getting chased with axes 24/7, that's his life, then I think that's a him issue. Maybe he's doing a Freud because something happens to me or because I think something. Therefore, everyone must be going through the same thing. So you're telling me people don't chase you with axes every single day? What? Wait, that's not normal? Damn. I've been chased by an ex before. Oh no. I do the chasing. Yeah, he's projecting. Yeah, that's what it is. I've gotten into a lot of fights, but not one of them has chased me with an axe. Why are you getting into lots of fights, Steve? With who? What are you saying? Leave them alone, Steve. With who? What do you mean you get into lots of fights? Why? Stop shoving people outside of clubs. It's weird. Let's keep going.
Shit, and then the one that doesn't lose their shit and stay control. Look, you're in the kill house. Emotional regulation, emotional discipline. You're on the mats.
Emotional regulation.
Emotional regulation. You're in the fucking ice bath. You're crawling in the pit. It's controlling your freaking emotions. That's why we need to throw so much fucking chaos at you, so you're prepared for the real world. When you got in the real world, it's fucking easy. Shit that used to look like a fucking mountain to you in a roadblock is gonna be a little speed bump.
Okay, so that's the theory.
We bring such a.
So that's the theory. The theory is, if they absolutely fucking traumatize you for 75 hours, then everything else seems okay. So I can see the logic there. The logic does make sense. Now, from a scientific, psychological viewpoint, does this hold up, is the question. I get the emotional regulation idea, sort of. Yeah, you're in an ice bath. You hold yourself under it out of self-control. So you're teaching yourself self-control. Sure. You get screamed at and told what to do for 75 hours by people who are demonstrating no emotional regulation whatsoever. So you learn emotion regulation. Emotional regulation, if you don't know what that is, it's basically your ability to regulate your emotions. That's what it is. So if you're the sort of person to fly into a rage a lot, if you have anger issues, or if you're the sort of person to get really sad over things and not be able to recover very quickly, or you're absorbing emotions from everywhere else, or whatever it is, if you have lots of mood swings, that's a emotional dysregulation. So you're not very good at keeping yourself, you're not chilled out, basically, is what it is. You have a distinct lack of chill, which everyone does. Everyone has some struggles of regulating emotions a lot of the time, and it's not something you're just born with. That's why kids cry all the time and throw tantrums, because they haven't learned how to emotionally regulate yet. You're supposed to learn this when you're a kid. And some people skip it. Some people don't learn it properly, or some people have other disorders that make this really, really, really hard to do, and it's not their fault. It's like brain chemistry or whatever. So my diagnosis is distinct lack of chill. Not just lack of chill, distinct lack of chill. Yeah, but the main way that you do learn this is through example. Paul, thanks for the follow. I mean, there are other ways too. Lots of other ways as well. But the main way that you learn it is through example. So you learn the techniques, you learn ways to calm down, you do a lot of cerebral thinking, CBT potentially. But mostly if your parents, when you're a kid, this is more relevant for when you're a kid, to be fair. But if your parents are really good at regulating their emotions and they display that all the time, they get angry, they take a breath, and they speak calmly and deal with the situation, then you are going to be much better at learning how to do that. We copy, we imitate other people. So if my guy has spent 75 hours...
You don't fucking deserve to be here. Fucking quit. You piece of shit.
Not great. My dad just screamed at me. I'm sorry. He was not emotionally regulating, and therefore he didn't provide an example for you, and that's upsetting. But yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Now, there is something to be said for resilience building. Usually it's pretty short term though. So for example, if you spend a night camping with loads and loads and loads and loads of spiders, for the next few weeks or the next few months, when you get home and you see a spider, they're not going to freak you out as much anymore because you're used to them. Usually that's pretty short term, unless you keep being exposed to them, or it's that you're getting used to one particular thing. So you might just gain appreciation for spiders or realize they're actually not that bad, and then you break through some sort of bias, right? Sponsored by Big Spider. Sponsored by Spider Inc. Queen and Fabio, thanks for the follows. I appreciate that. Yeah. So the only thing really that they're desensitizing you to is being cold and getting screamed at by muscly boys who don't know how to emotionally regulate. So if a man, he's right. Do you know what? This is what he said, and he's right. If a man chases you with an axe, you will probably be able to handle that situation better. And if you forget a jacket on a night out, you'll be able to handle that situation better as well. And that's the example that he used. So, you know, valid. You're much better at staying in the ocean for a while. That's good. I don't think the argument that you're gonna learn emotional regulation full stop forever, or that you're gonna build your resilience to everything and therefore you're gonna be a good businessman holds up. I don't think that's good. And even if it is, there are definitely better ways of doing it, ways that don't actually harm you. So conversely, and people are different. Remember, people are different. People have different experiences. People are triggered by different things. People have different backgrounds and different abilities and different thresholds for stuff. So there are some people, if not everyone, who for them, this is going to cause actual psychological harm, and they're going to be worse off afterwards. They're going to be worse off. They're going to have like anxiety and stuff. And there's a real possibility that going through this and having a big burly man who can't emotionally regulate scream at you for 75 hours and force you to stick your head in ice baths and hurt yourself. They show pictures of guys bleeding. There's a good chance that after that, people are going to be really, really on edge around any loud noises. And that's not good, is it? People might stay inside and not like the forest anymore. And that's not great. After this project, you won't freak out if there are half-naked men in your bathtub. Yes. You're desensitized to that, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yay. And the first thing we learn as a kid, according to Piaget's theory, hitting you with some actual psychology here, calm me down. According to theories by social or developmental psychologists, developmental psychology is just kids. We develop as human beings, and so they study how people grow. But the first thing that kids learn, according to that, is safety. You learn safety as a baby, as a tiny little baby. You learn if an environment is safe and if you can explore it. That's what you learn. And so some people don't really get that step. And then that has implications for their development later on. But that's the first thing you learn, and it's something that you hold on to. You need to feel safe and secure, and then from that foundation, you can then go and make changes and problems. So all this is doing is eroding that. So I guess resilience. I guess I see the theory. But in 75 hours, it's not going to do anything. And doing this for longer it's abuse, and it's going to do bad things. Do you know what? Okay, listen. This is what this is, right? You could say the same thing about Ruby Franke. Yeah, I said it. That she's just teaching the kids that she kept locked up in her basement and tortured resilience. Does that sound right to you? They're just learning resilience. That's what my brother said when he used to push me into walls. I'm just teaching you to be more resilient to things. Every time I was walking down the corridor, he'd be there pushing me into the wall. It's character building. Shut up. Hi Fabio, welcome in. How are you doing? For me, it does have a long-term effect. As a military guy myself and growing up with a military father, I would say I'm quite resilient. Of course, there are the negative effects like lack of sensitivity to other people's fears. Interesting. Well, I guess that's because you do this stuff a lot of the time. And you're probably resilient to the stuff specifically here. But if you're, would you say it's transferable to other stuff? That's interesting. I value this insight. Would you say you're resilient to other stuff? Like if you were a software engineer and you sat in an office on your ass, would you be super resilient to like butt cramps and stuff? Well, maybe that, because that's physical pain again. What about focus? Ability to type. Patience for other people. Yes. That's cool. That's cool. I doubt this would be good. I still hold true that this is terrible, but maybe, and then probably your training was like way more professional. This is a scam. But that's interesting. I want to know more about this. We should do a stream on this. Voraz, hi, welcome in. Isn't this similar as an army boot camp in the sense of people screaming at you and you just suffering? I really would hope that army boot camps, but you guys can tell me more about this. I would really hope that army boot camps would be a little bit more structured and make a little bit more sense and would be led by professionals who actually know what they're doing and not this guy who is barely qualified to run a business, let alone he's just a random gym bro. Like he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I would really hope that's a little bit more structured, and also it prepares you for being in the military. What are these guys preparing for? Their babysitting gig? I'm a really good barista now because when I find naked elderly people in the coffee shop bathroom, I know how to deal with that. I'm so fucking good at making mocha frappuccinos. Like, what? He literally changed my life. My mocha frappuccinos have never tasted better. I add chocolate chips now. Because this experience has taught me how to be brave and take risks. Life! He's preparing you for life! Jesus Christ. Raya, hi, welcome and thank you for the 18 months. Let's go. Alright. So, if you're unconvinced that this is actually a bad thing, which is, it's wild to me that anyone is unconvinced. But if you're unconvinced that this is a bad thing.
Stupid. Are you that stupid? Here's why. Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck off of me.
That dude has a rash all over his back. This guy has a rash.
Get in the tub, every one of you. So, hey, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Sir, every one of you get in the tub. Get in the tub.
Why is he wearing chains?
Shut up. There is no respect. Get in the tub. You are going home. Oh, no, you're not gonna sit down. You're not going in the fucking water. They're all going in the water. They're all going in the water. You're fucking done. You're fucking done. Stupid.
So if anyone is unconvinced that this is silly, that one wasn't a rash. I think this guy, because they all have similar marks, but this looks rashy to me. That one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just red. Why is he red? Why is he red? Because he's bleeding. Anyway. So, yeah, if you're unconvinced that this is stupid, maybe you'll be unconvinced by the business aspect of it all. So, if I wanted to sign up to this, right, how much would it cost me? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to know how much money. Well, I already know how much money, but I want to find it for you guys. Here are the gym bros who are not qualified to do this. Former Navy SEAL. Oh, I take it back. Look at them go. Look at them go. This is assault for sure. How much does the project cost? $18,000. You pay $18,000 for 75 hours for a dude who is he's just a scammer. We read his book. He's just a scammer. For him to scream at you and throw you in the ocean. But the cost of not experiencing the project and not becoming the leader, husband, and father you're meant to be is much more expensive in the long run. So if you take this boot camp, you're more likely to generate more money because you're not a pussy anymore. So you become a good businessman. Remember, this teaches you entrepreneurial skills. Somehow you absorb them through the man muscle meat that you are in contact with every single day. You absorb through osmosis the entrepreneurial skills. So because of that, because of learning those things, then you will generate more money with your new business. So 18,000 you'll just make back like that. The cost of not paying for this course is more. Does your wife not love you anymore? It's because you're not being screamed at by a random dude. You could go to college for multiple years instead of this camp. And do you know what the other thing? Is? They advertise for people. Actually, let me find this for you. Let me scroll to the top of their Instagram. They advertise for people who have problems, right? They want to teach you emotional regulation. They want to teach you emotional resilience. They want to teach you good practices of focus and dedication and commitment. So those are already psychology terms. Emotional regulation. What's a really good way of developing psychological skills with trained professionals in a safe environment? What's a really good, much cheaper way of doing that? What's a really good way? Therapy. Thank you. For 18 grand, do you know how much therapy you could get? Not 75 hours. You could get way more for a long period of time over the course of years. And it would actually work. Drugs! Raxman? Dial it back. Meth. Yeah, you could get a lot of therapists. For sure. It doesn't mean this training is good for everyone. I've seen the negative effect on people as well. Yeah, see, that's another thing. It lacks individualization, doesn't it? And a lot of these guys, they're advertising to people who are just dudes. They want to be a better father. So they hand them an axe and throw them in the ocean. Or therapy, parenting class. Just an idea, just a random wild throwaway idea. Spend more time with your kids. Read a book. Tough choice, I know. A book costs like, at most, if you get a hardback, £15. Spending time with your child, free. Perry's officially lost it. That's a crazy idea. Crazy. Yeah, and it would be better, more direct. You don't have to absorb the skills through osmosis. You can actually learn the skills. But those don't reinforce toxic masculine stereotypes. Yeah. And listen, if you're not an alpha man, how are you going to be a good lover? So get in a bath with other dudes. That's how you can impress your wife. Yeah, that's it. But you know what? Actually, I'm wrong. Do you know why? Because I forgot they have a father-son alpha male boot camp as well. So, you know, you can just do this. It's covered. He covers that too. And then this does enforce toxic masculine stereotypes. So, yay. What about toxic femininity, though? He doesn't do a course for women, unfortunately. Yeah. So, your children need to know that their father is a phenomenal lover. Teach your children how to become phenomenal lovers in the future. There was something noncy about this, but I forgot what it was. There was something, but I don't remember. There were some sus things he said. Or was that someone else? I don't remember. It's fine. Everyone's a little bit sus and weird. Anyway, he has a podcast. Of course he does. Of course he has a podcast. Would we expect anything less? Would we? $18,000 for multiple scams like this. And it is a scam. This guy has had millions. every time I talk about it, I increase the number. This guy has millions of failed businesses. And now he's rich. Well, actually, he was always rich, but not through his own business, through daddy's money. But now he's rich. And this is such a logical fallacy that I see everywhere. Mega churches and all that encourage tithing, right? All of this. It is such a logical fallacy that I see all the time. You take advice from people who are rich to become rich. But their courses to teach you how to become rich cost $18,000. But they're qualified, right? It must be good. It costs that much because they must be good because they know how to be rich. And you forget that they're rich because they're charging you $18,000 for these courses that are a scam. Your pastor, who encourages tithing, isn't rich because he contributes a lot of money to the church and therefore God rewards him with a BMW. He's rich because he takes the money that you give him. That's how scam works. That's how scams work. And it's like this weird cyclic thing. They have money. They teach me how to have money. They have money. They teach me how to have money. Good money. He has money, so I have money because he teach me. No. Don't forget that. Don't forget things, you know. Anyway, he has a podcast because of course he does. He has 218 videos, which makes me want to die. Yeah, that's why they are rich and their targets are not that bright, especially if you can quote the Bible passages. God, there are some really scammy pastors out there. Really, 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 really bad. It's disgusting. We did a whole stream on this, but yeah. Absolutely. If you can quote the Bible and guilt people into it and saying that God isn't going to love you unless you tithe, and if you believe in the law of attraction style spirituality philosophy, being that if you manifest stuff, you can have anything you want. If you give money, God will give you a BMW. If you genuinely can believe that, which people do because it's in the Bible, then you got him. You got him, you can scam him. Anyway. Guilt plus God equals profit. Tithe me up, daddy. Anyway, bye. Tor, please. I'm not anti-Christian. No, of course not. I'm not anti any faith. There's nothing wrong with faith. There are things wrong with scams. Absolutely not. Well, he has a podcast because of course he does. Thank you for allowing me to clear that up, actually, because I don't want it to come across like that. Believe whatever you want so long as it makes your life better, and don't give money to scam artists. The way to create viral content in 2024. 4.2k views. I'm sorry, that's so funny. That's really funny. Why is that still up? The way to create viral content in 2024, 4.2k views. Oh God. I've read 100 books on business. These 8 will make you rich, but I thought you would make me rich. How to develop resilience in your children. Oh, this ought to be good.
They love what you're doing with the Squire program, and that they know it's our job as parents to teach our kids how to thrive, but they're having a hard time managing the fact that her kids are getting older and don't need her as much. How do you let go? And honestly, reading this question made me think about you and my mom having that conversation and telling her he's going to be fine. He knows what he's doing. Trust, so that's kind of.
Maybe you can answer that question. Would you do me the favor and answer that question?
Yeah. I mean, I think,
anything I have to add, I'll add, but I think,
honestly, I think it just goes back to trusting and what you've taught them. And maybe that's part of it. They're like, did I do this right in the first place? So do I trust?
This feels like good advice. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to this one. 8 toxic habits that make you weak and poor.
Making money today is the equivalent of being a great hunter. And it gives us
What? Okay, that was already really good. We're off to a really good start. That was fantastic. Carry on, Bedros.
Substantial amount of confidence and competency to a man.
Can we do a bingo on this?
Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show.
What would it be?
Hey,
what would our
going
bingo
on, friends?
be?
Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show, and today I want to talk to you about the 8 things to stop doing right now.
Because they make
so
you
that
weak
you can
and
improve
poor.
your life, have more impact, have more income, and have more influence over
He almost
humanity.
didn't find
So
a
let's
third.
get started. First off, thank you for watching and listening to the Bedros Keuilian Show. In fact,
All right, fine. Let's do a bingo. Let's do a bingo. You wanted it. You asked for it. You get it. That's what we're all about here. Giving the people what they want. Okay, let's do it. So, Scammer Finance Podcast Bro. What will he say What will he do from a meta perspective? You know, what kind of styles would he use? What kind of language, body language, vibes, etc. It doesn't just have to be stuff he says, but it can also be stuff he says. What is he going to talk about? Buy my stuff. Very good. Of course, he's a scammer. Buy my stuff. Just do it. It's easy. Actual good take? Question mark. Weird comparison. Yeah, a weird comparison, simile, metaphor that doesn't make sense. Absolutely. Biology. This is actually science. Get up before 6 a.m. I don't know, but definitely go to the gym. Go to the gym. Alpha, beta, etc. Crypto. Maybe not. I'm going to Podcast Boy and not Finance Alpha Podcast Boy. Doctors hate this guy. Thanks for the 12 months, Mansory. I appreciate that. It's not a scam. Promises female attention. Bitches love you. Yeah. A father, a leader, an example. I think we've probably covered that stuff. I mean, I feel like I would put that under alpha beta. What do you think? What else, chat? Hi, Abby. Welcome in. Talk about how rich he is. I'm amazing. Absolutely. Resilience. Yes. Literally the words, be a man. Okay, you know, I see what you're putting down. I'm gonna pick it up. Have sex for longer. You'll be a better lover. I don't know. I feel like we've been making that jokes. I haven't heard him say anything like that. A tragic backstory. Yes. Feel bad for me. Absolutely. Resilience. Amazing. I used to think the opposite, but I learnt better. Oh, yeah. Hi, Dion. Welcome in. How are you doing? It's going good. How are you? What's up? Thanks for coming by, even though it's tricky. Oh, no, he did. Okay. Better lover. I was a loser, too. And then I changed. So I've changed. That's good. Weird tangent about something that was better when he was younger. Back in my day. Fake testimonial. Yeah, or any fakeness, actually. / fake. Cool. 5 rules, habits, things. Talks about the army. Oh, misogyny. Oh, yeah. Women suck. A dangerous world. The night is dark. And full of terrors. I can't type. Alpha douche. We actually got that already. That's on there. Has a podcast. What are we watching today? We're watching a scam artist alpha bro, alpha boot camp, be a man, 8 things to stop doing because they make you weak and pathetic. Dude. We need 6 more. Good counting. Aliens! It's an investment. Invest in your future. Oh, CC Fabia, thanks for coming by for so long. I appreciate that. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. We need 5 more. Fabia, thank you for your prime. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't let your wife stop you. We live in the Matrix. He's more salesman, alpha bro, than he is dating podcast bro. You know? So I wouldn't lean that. We've got a couple of those, but I wouldn't lean that way. A discount code for something. Ooh. We've got buy my stuff. Do we want to add that as well? Unintended homoeroticism. Oh no. Sales tactics. Oh yeah, what are some sales tactics? Manipulating you. Yeah, let's do that. I'm manipulating you. The kids will love you, just like the bitches. Absolutely. Hunting references. His first sentence. Oh my god, I still can't get over that half. His first sentence was literally, being rich in today's modern age is like hunting. What the fuck? What the fuck? Artificial scarcity. Limited time deal. Yeah. 3 more? 2 more. 2 more. We've got biology. Do we put unintended homoeroticism? Last one. Fight for it. People don't understand. They don't want you to know. Oh, yes. I'm telling it like it is. Absolutely. I'm gonna swap out unintended homoeroticism. And I'm gonna put in only I can help you. Are we happy? Oh no, I also wanna take out women suck. Because I think that will come under alpha beta biology. Bitches will love you, etc. I'm going to take out women suck. And I'm going to put in people waste their lives. Okay, are we happy? Are we solidifying this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Woo! I will keep displaying. I'll randomize until the X is under the free spot. Ooh. Come on. Come on. God, that was a close one. Oh. Come on, we got this. The tension is rising in my head. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah! Poggers. Okay, cool. Cool. That's our bingo card. Hell yeah. Let me go ahead and add it. Teehee. And then we shall. Oh no, where is it? I lost it. I did. I lost it. No. Okay, I'll go to my history. History. No, that's my own video. We can go back. We can find it. It's just on his YouTube channel. MDK. Oh no, it's his podcast page is what it is. So that is here. Okay, come with me. Where is it? Silence, you're in a bitch. Fucking hell.
If you could retain a client longer.
I'm going to type in Bedros. And I'm going to type in 8 things. Got it. Amazing.
Those of you on YouTube watch.
So let's go. Let's go. Let's start the bingo.
Making money today is the equivalent of being a great hunter. And it gives a substantial amount of confidence and competency to a man.
Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show.
Woo! Hey, what's going on, friends? Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show. And today I want to talk to you about the 8 things to stop doing right now so that you can improve your life, have more impact, have more income, and have more influence over humanity. So let's get started. First off, thank you for watching and listening to the Bedros Keuilian Show. In fact, those of you on YouTube watching this right now, 72% of you watching statistically are not subscribed. So if I'm able to add any value to your life through this episode, please do me a favor and subscribe to the show. And I appreciate you guys liking and commenting as well.
Sorry.
All right, so let's start diving into this. And the topic of this conversation, 8 things to stop doing right now.
Remember to scream at me if I miss them.
Recent coaching session that I had. So many of you guys know I run a Domination Year coaching program for entrepreneurs who want to scale their business to the next level. I'm talking like taking a business from $1 million or $2 to 10 to 20 million, taking a business from 500,000 to 2, 3, 4, 5 million in revenue. And that's not just a byproduct of a business plan. That is a byproduct of the businessman, as my friend Nick Long says. Because the businessman or the businesswoman and the business plan have to work together, right? And so my coaching client asked a really good question. And he said, hey, Bedros, you know, we talked about the great strategies to use to scale my business, to scale the leadership, to find better teammates and employees, to be able to get clear on the vision, mission, and core values of my company. What am I not asking you before I leave this half-day coaching session? And I was like, well, dude, what you're not asking me is what areas does the businessman need to improve, right? And I said, you. And he's like, well, that's a really good thing to ask. He goes, quite frankly, I thought about it, but I didn't want to ask because I didn't want you to kind of let me have it. But here it is. Let's do it. So I said, fair enough. And I shared 2 things with him specifically that were very specific to him. But over the years, I've done over 400 and...
Do we put random tangent on there? Damn it, we really should have done. I know you guys suggested it.
30
Is this a fake testimonial?
Right?
Yes.
With these Domination
Yes, it is.
programs.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
They come to headquarters here. We go upstairs into our war room, big giant marker board.
Yeah.
Lots of snacks, healthy snacks, and lots of different fluids and waters and sparkling waters and stuff like that. And we just go 4 to 5 hours in on that person's business. And
what are you talking about?
Blueprint to time collapse success.
He's advertising how he does
so,
his
as you can imagine,
advice.
over 400 of these half days over a 15-year period, I've had to give a lot of advice. And so I was like,
numbers.
All right,
I don't know if I'm following it.
The 8 things that people need to stop doing right now. And
Tell me.
Typically the advice that most coaches or mentors will give was like, hey, start doing this, right? Like add one more thing to your life, as though life is not complicated enough to add one more thing.
He so gets us.
What I found is when I can take things away, in other words, addition by subtraction, adding quality of life to your life, by way of taking things away.
Chat, I think this is actually
that seems to work better for most people. Most people
this
don't
is actually
have the
a good
time or
take?
necessarily
Question
the
mark.
desire to add one more thing and one more thing. But they do have the time to take away one more thing, or to at least stop doing one more thing. So let's dive into it. These are the 8 things that you need to stop doing right now if you want to have a better life, make more income, impact, and have more influence on humanity. And I'm guessing if you're watching and listening to this show, guys, you're a person of impact. Like, you're not just one of those people that's getting by in life where you're like, I don't care if I'm never seen or heard from.
Of impact.
You're one of those people that are like, I think I'm supposed to be seen. I'm supposed to be heard. I think I have this.
He's manipulating us.
God-given calling.
I'm talking to you. I understand you by saying super general things.
And
Shut up
so
and take
if
my
you want
money.
to go do that thing, you have to unshackle yourself from all the things that are weighing you down, right? Napoleon Hill, in his book, he talks about the people who drift through life. And they drift through life because they might have addictions, you know, whether it's cigarette, alcohol, vape, weed, drugs, you know, screen sucking, whatever. But
screen what
they
now?
also might drift through life because they have limiting beliefs and they have
yeah, I think this is a waste of your lives. People are wasting your lives.
They haven't processed through and healed through. And so, like, how are you going to help people heal? How are you going to impact people in your life if you have yet to do the work for yourself? So let's get started. Thing number 1 that you need to stop doing is you need to stop trying to impress people, right? And I really want to stress this to you guys, because the most important person to impress is you, right? There's the 2.0 version of yourself that's around the corner. And by the way, those of you that are like, dude, I've been watching your show for over a year.
This is another
I've done
actually good take. Yeah.
I've become the 2.0 version.
No qualms.
Great. And now that 2.0 version of you that you've become is now the 1.0 version. Like this is a new standard. In copywriting or in marketing, we call it the control. Like that is the best version of yourself. That's the 1.0. Now we want to go 2.0 again.
This is also manipulating us. He's using a lot
future version of you, the future
random
you, the
terms
next 2.0 version of you,
to make himself
we have to
seem
impress.
like he knows a
But
lot.
if you're out there trying to impress everybody else, like, hey, you know what, I make a little bit of money, so I'm going to go buy myself an Omega or a Rolex, or I'm going to take a lease out on a Lambo, or I'm going to go and rent a yacht and start snapping pictures and put it on the social medias, or I'm going to go and get a private cabana in Las Vegas and raise the roof and party and really show people a good time. Guess what? All of
I would have problems if I keep updating my documents back to version 1.0. Yeah, don't you put 2.0 and then if you make a better one, it's 2.1.0 or 2.1.1 and then you just, I had no idea the voices in my head were just the new 2.0 me. That's what it is.
Energy,
you
effort,
now can
money
talk to demons.
that you're spending trying to impress people who, one, don't care about you. Let's be honest. They don't care about you.
But buy his merch.
They care about being in that car. They care about being on that yacht. They care about being at that party.
I want his merch.
They care about any kind of clout that they can write off of you, but they don't really give a shit about you, because if they did, they would care about you if you were just you, right? Like if people saw me on the street, I walk around with a hat, t-shirt, and jeans. Most people would not know that I'm obscenely rich and wealthy, right? And I'm fine with that.
I'm
Quite honestly, that's how I
amazing.
prefer
Where
it.
is it?
Because if people are going to approach
Obscenely
me and
rich.
talk to me only because
You have to
they
say
see
obscenely.
the car I come out of, or the watch that I'm wearing, or something about me screams money, where I'm trying to impress them, then obviously
You wear
there's a
your
higher
own
likelihood of
merch.
people wanting to take advantage of me, right?
He
I'm here
wears
to
his
tell you,
own merch.
Rather than trying to impress people who don't give a shit about you, just start impressing the next 2.0 version of yourself. Like, what would the
2.1.1.
next highest, most stoic version of you be impressed by today? Would it be impressed by the fact that you're going to bed earlier, that you're waking up and getting your workout in,
Wake
that
up
you're
early.
eating right, that you're reading?
Oh, we gotta go to the gym though. I know you guys said wake up early. You guys said wake up early and I was like, nah, that seems very specific. He did it, but we gotta go to the gym.
5, 10, 15 pages out of a book every day?
We'd use
would it be
stoic,
impressed by
yeah.
the fact that you're no longer on social media as much as you are? What would the future self be
You're
impressed
literally
by?
a social media
Make
person.
a list of 3 to 5 things and then start doing those things. Like, those are the things I love, impressing the future me versus trying to impress the people around
This is actually,
me.
I like
Thing
this
number 2
advice.
that you
I
should
mean, if
stop
we just
doing,
take
which
the
is
general
stop
thing and not all the words in the
spending
middle.
time with weak people. And that
Oh,
kind of dovetails
abandon your
into thing number
friends. We
1,
didn't put
right?
that on there.
I want you to stop spending time with weak people. And guys,
Beta
the
people, you
reason
could
I
say?
share this
Say
is
beta?
because I may have never shared the 20-point rule on this show.
Is he gonna say
It's
back in my
something that
day,
I shared
I've changed?
with my coaching clients during the domination year.
Tragic backstory.
Half day. And again, there's no science to prove what I'm about to say, but my personal life experience
Feel bad for me?
backs this up. So as you guys know, I think the average American IQ is 100 points.
No,
right?
don't.
And IQ stands for intelligence.
Don't say you have a 180 IQ. I've already ticked off I'm amazing. I don't want to retick things. No, please.
Quotient. And we know that there's something called the EQ, which is the emotional quotient.
Yeah.
And so let's say both average IQ for the average American
Don't.
is 100
Don't.
points, and the average EQ for the average American is 100. And let's say you
I
and
can't
I are
look.
friends, and we started
I
off as
abandoned my friends
in
because my
elementary
IQ
school. We
is bigger
graduated
than
high school
theirs.
together, and then you went on to start your own business, to start doing self-development, to go to workshops and seminars to talk about personal growth. You did healing to heal through your traumas and to your to
Hey, Jesse.
really get over your limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors. Whereas I decided to just go and go get a job somewhere. Actually, my parents back in the day, they wanted me to become a smog technician. They wanted me to work in a gas station somewhere, like in a mechanic shop somewhere. And here in California, probably in many states now, cars require a smog certificate to be able to
He's
drive
gone on a
on the
tangent
roads,
again.
right,
Does
to
he have
get- to
ADHD?
stay registered for the year. And so you have to be able to take your car to a smog tech.
Okay, I think he got distracted. Dude, we're in the middle of a story. Dude, get back on track.
If your car's fine, then great, you can pass. And the Department of Motor
Dude,
Vehicles
why
will
you-
give you a sticker
what?
for the year. My parents wanted me to be a
He's
smog tech.
rambling.
So let's say I went on to be
Okay,
a
we're back
smog
on track
technician,
now.
and nothing wrong with that. Great job. A smog technician can still
He's
do
back on the
self-development,
story.
self-growth, personal development, can go to workshops, can go to seminars, can have a side gig. But I did none of that. all I do is I'm a smog tech, and then I go home and I
But
watch
you could
TV,
say he's now
and I eat shit
changed.
food, and I go to sleep, and I wake up angry and complaining about the world, and I rinse and repeat every day. Now,
Feel
fast
bad for me?
forward 5 years.
Feel bad
You
for me.
started your own business. You're doing self-development. You're doing personal growth. I am not. All of a sudden, your IQ and EQ began to grow, began to
Okay.
increase. And what I found is when two friends, two family members, two business partners,
Don't say it.
when
Don't.
spouses, one spouse starts doing the personal development and emotional development.
Don't say my IQ
intelligent
is higher than
development,
yours,
and the
so I
other
had to
one
ditch
doesn't,
my friends. Don't say
once
that.
the point spread is like 20 points or more, they're like ships passing in the night. And so when I say stop
Ships
spending time
passing
with
in the
weak
night. I'm going to
people,
take off a weird
and
metaphor.
as harsh as that might sound, weak in intelligence, weak in mental fortitude, weak in emotional resiliency, weak in physical strength, because you do know that you and I are a byproduct of the 5 people that we hang out with the most. And oftentimes, you end up hanging out with people because you're like, well, we have history
Resilience!
together. We went to elementary school together, went to junior high,
Good
we
job,
played
guys.
sports
We're so
together,
close.
and then we graduated high school.
just
and
needs
then
to
he
talk
went
about
his
the
way and I
bitches.
went my way, but we hang out once a month, couple times a month because we're friends, we're homies. But 5 years have gone by, 10 years have gone by, and you guys are like more than 20 points apart on your IQ and EQ. And every time you're around those friends, you're like, and you're done hanging out with them. I know this has happened to you. It's happened to me. Like, why did I spend time with them?
Oh,
I don't feel like I
he
get
said
anything
it.
out of these times anymore. I feel like it's wasted. I feel like when I'm driving back home after hanging out with them, I just kind of feel about myself. Like there was time wasted and my intelligence actually.
This reminds me of 2 separate stories. Okay, one story, I was watching films with a group of friends, and one of my friends brought his boyfriend who was new. I did not like this guy. Oh my god, he sleeps with an axe under his pillow. Anyway, he's so weird, dude. But this new boyfriend was determined. We were trying to decide what movie to watch, and this new boyfriend was constantly asking, let's only watch Oscar winners or whatever it is. Grammys is music, isn't it? The let's watch award-winning films. And we were like, oh, let's watch Mean Girls. And he was like, no, let's watch Moulin Rouge. Only BAFTA winning films, Brits or whatever it is. Yeah, you know what I mean. Only the award-winning films. Let's watch something more cerebral. I don't want to waste my time. Shut the fuck up, dude. Let's watch Mean Girls. It's a cult classic. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I only want to watch Oscar winners. What? Why? Like, those are great movies too. I like watching that too, but only exclusively. And I have another story, okay? I have a friend who told my other friend, who is the smartest person I've ever met in my entire life. My friend is the smartest person I've ever met in my entire life. Let's call him Jonathan. No, I hate that name. Let's call him... I don't hate that name if your name is Jonathan. I just knew a dick, Jonathan. But I'm sure you're not like that. But let's call him Samuel. Okay? Samuel, smartest person I've ever met in my life. Genuine genius. Genuine. Absolutely insane. The way he thinks about the world. Mind-boggling. Just... He thinks in 5D. Anyway, it's crazy. It's so cool. But I had another friend, also very smart. Very witty. Let's call him Scooby. The only name I could think of. Oh my god. Let's call him Scooby. Now, Scooby turned out to be the worst. Scooby turned out to be quite manipulative. Scooby turned out to think of all his relationships in terms of control, which sucks. Empathy problem, I would hazard to say. Scooby goes up to Samuel and says to him, I think we've capped out our friendship, or like the level of friendship we can become, because I don't think we're on the same intelligence plane. We're not in the same sphere of intelligence. And at the time, I was there, he said this in front of me. At the time, I was thinking, oh, don't put yourself down, Scoob. You know? Don't put yourself down, Scooby, because that's not a thing. You know, Samuel doesn't think of stuff like that. I didn't say this out loud, but I was thinking Samuel doesn't think of stuff like that. Like, he's a fucking genius, but he doesn't care. He's never thought about that at all. You know, he's not going to not want to be friends with you. And then I realized, as Scooby kept talking, that actually he meant the other way around. He actually meant the other way around. he meant that he was too smart for Samuel. And therefore they couldn't be friends. Excuse me. Talk about arrogant. What? What do you mean? You laughed in his face, right? I was trying to diffuse. I could not believe what I was hearing. It took me so long to realize what he was saying, what he actually meant. I could not believe what I was hearing. And I was trying so hard to diffuse, and I was trying to be like, well, you know, that sort of thing doesn't matter in terms of friends. You know, I was trying to keep it very general. But no, everyone was very civil. Eventually, Scooby left. And Samuel was just like, right, so I'm not hanging out with him again. No, neither am I. Nope. Yeah. What? Okay. And in the end, Samuel was just like, I agree. We shouldn't be friends. What the fuck? Anyway, let's keep going.
Eroded. Like, I got dumber, right?
You got dumber by hanging out with them. You
gotta
suck.
Stop spending time with weak people. In fact, Dan Kennedy has a great statement. He says, ruthlessly manage your time, energy, and the people that you surround yourself with. Dan Kennedy
only hang out with people who can benefit you in different ways.
Great copywriter, has many great books out there. The no BS line, like no BS marketing, no BS copywriting, no BS.
I agree that you should be surrounding yourself with like-minded people, surrounding yourself with people who make you feel better, surrounding yourself with people who get you so that you can live like the best life, surrounding yourself with people who make you feel good about yourself and who inspire you to be better. 100%. You do not have to abandon all of your existing friends because they're too dumb for you now. You suck. That's why I'm alone. Oh, no.
And Dan Kennedy talks about how
we should have put weak on the board. I know.
Ruthlessly managing your time, energy, and the people you surround yourself with, because those three things have a massive influence in who you become, right? So stop hanging out with weak people. Thing number 3.
What about nice people?
Suffering with
what about
imaginary
autistic people?
Problems.
No? Okay.
In other words, stop complaining about problems that may exist but don't exist right now.
I was going to put on the board, mental health doesn't exist. But I thought that would come under biology.
Far too often, people start thinking about what problems might exist. Like, man, if we get Trump as a president, we're going to have this problem. If we get Biden as a president, we're going to have this problem. And you start manufacturing potential
stupid
problems
politics
that haven't happened
you're going to
yet.
put on.
Or maybe in your own personal life. You know, man, you know, if I go and start this new podcast and no one watches it, it's going to be embarrassing. If I launch this YouTube channel and no one's subscribing and following and commenting and engaging, it's going to be a disaster. I wasted all that money on camera and microphones and backdrop, right?
This is actually kind of based as well.
Like dwelling in problems that don't exist.
That's
Already, life gives us
that's good advice.
Plenty of problems to handle and process through. Why suffer through problems that are unexisting, right? If they don't exist, don't look for them. Don't
but you're so smart,
them.
right?
Don't what if about
but
them.
You think unexisting is a word?
Wrong? Motherfucker,
Bedroth?
What if it goes right? Have you thought about that? What if the thing that you're trying to do actually goes right? What if, like, you're trying to quit a job and then start a sales job somewhere so you can increase your family's household income, and you're like, oh man, what if I'm bad at sales? What if I get fired? What if I can't sell anyone and I'm just living off like minimum wage base pay? Like, why manufacture problems and then suffer from them? And then the thing you do, because when people suffer from problems that are imaginary, the next thing they do is they go complaining, they go dump it, they vomit all those imaginary problems that don't exist yet on others, right? Whereas if you actually
let me explain what this is. So a guy who he used to be friends with, who he now considers beneath him and more stupid than him, has vented to him as a friend and been like, dude, I'm really worried about all these things. You know, it's a big decision. I'm going to take a huge risk by doing this. What do you think? And he's thought in his head, wow, you're so stupid. You're just putting all your imaginary problems on me. That's what he's I think that's what's happened. That's my hypothesis. Don't be anxious.
What about what if this actually works out? What if I do knock it out of the park with the podcast?
But this is
what if
good.
the YouTube
This is
show
good
takes
advice,
off and people are blowing it up? And what if I go into sales and it turns out, because I'm a people person and I give a shit about people and I love the product and service that I'm selling, I actually start doing well for myself, right?
Yay.
Have you thought about that? And if you start looking at it through the narrative lens of positivity, of optimism, of the positive outcome that can be produced, did you know that there's a higher likelihood that you could produce that positive outcome? But
That's
if you're
true.
what-ifing about it, you do realize that what's going to end up happening is you're going to literally manufacture the fear, the problem.
It's actually, it
that
can
you were
actually
complaining
help
about. So
to
stop suffering with
to
imaginary
vent about it
problems
and
stop complaining
seek
to others, dumping,
work through it
shitting,
verbally.
vomiting your problems on others.
You can
Number 4,
talk to people about
stop
what you're worried about.
Asking for permission. Guys, listen. I don't care if this is asking for permission from your wife or your girlfriend. Like, hey, you know, where do you want to eat? I don't know. Where do you want to eat? You ever have that stupid conversation? Like, dude, you're the man. Lead.
Be a man!
Yourself.
Oh, we were gonna put misogyny and we didn't. God damn it! Don't ask for permission. Don't ask your wife what she wants for dinner. Tell her what you're having for dinner. I said don't let your wife stop you. You so did. You so did. There were so many things. I chose all the wrong ones.
Lead your spouse. Lead your girlfriend. Lead your family. Lead your business. Because if you're always asking for permission, you are literally cutting yourself down from a man to a boy. Think about it. When we were kids, when we were little boys and girls, what did you do, right? Because I know a lot of women now started watching this show. By the way, ladies, thank you for watching the BK show and listening to the BK show.
Don't address me. It makes me uncomfortable.
You guys. There was a time where I think the female audience was about 6% of the audience. Now
I wonder why.
25% of the audience.
Oh, that's
at least
disgusting.
According to my Instagram stats,
no,
are female. So thank you so much.
No,
for
don't
watching,
address me. I'm not part of this.
Listening and sharing.
No,
to the show.
no.
This
I'm
is
mocking
just as
you. I'm
applicable as
mocking you
because
on my
it turns
stream.
out
That's what it is.
we're
I'm
all
mocking
human,
you.
right? And these are all things that we ought to stop doing. But when you're asking for permission as a little kid, we're all human, and this is all things we should stop doing. But if you're a wife, mother, or girlfriend, let your man make all the decisions. But we should all stop asking permission. You shouldn't ask permission to submit to him anymore. Oh, thank you, Bedros. Thank you, Bedros. You're literally giving someone else the
Say
power.
the word alpha.
And
Say
so
the
when
word
you start
alpha,
asking
please.
everyone around you for
Is this
permission,
biology?
what
I was
you're doing
thinking that.
really
I'm
is
not
you're
sure.
becoming very approval seeking, right? You're becoming validation seeking. You're trying to delegate any kind of power to someone else. You know, it is okay for you to be a powerful person. It is okay for you to be a decisive person. It is okay for you to have an opinion. And it is okay for you to go, hey, guys, what do you guys say after we're done filming the BK show? We go across the street to the pub and grab some food and hang out and shoot the shit. Now, if they're like, no.
Isn't that asking permission, though? Hey guys, do you want to go to the pub after this? That's asking if people want to.
We don't want to go to the pub, or we want to go somewhere else.
If they say no.
Man. It's a free country. They can say it. But why would I start looking for permission from everyone? Because soon I'm conditioning everyone around me to not treat me as a man, but to treat me as a little boy.
I'm confused. What's the difference between asking, hey, girlfriend, what do you want for dinner? And asking, hey guys, you want to go to the pub? Apparently one of those is asking for permission, but the other one is not. What's the difference there? Am I missing something? Oh, because he's talking to other guys. Oh, I see. I get it. I understand.
Keep asking for permission.
Not a single thing. He's
Right.
he's
Number 5,
so
stop
what's the word? He's
being the supporting
juxtaposing
actor.
himself.
And this dovetails right into number 4. When I say stop being the supporting actor, I once heard my friend Ed Milet say, you know, your life is a movie. And he's absolutely right. Our lives are a movie. I've always said, you know, your life is a book, right? You've probably seen the viral video.
No.
Of Nick Barr asking me, you know, what do people need to do in their life?
Sorry,
and I say,
babe.
take the pen back and start writing the future chapters of your life story in your book. Because, you know, when we're kids.
God, what a boring movie that is.
Even when we're adolescents, when we're teenagers, we're going to have to listen to our moms and dads. Like, they know what's best for us, at least somewhat know what's best for us. Because in reality, let's face it.
Oh, he was a dick as a kid as well.
They come with their own limiting beliefs. They come with their own self-sabotaging behavior. Not to say that our parents have healed.
He hates his parents. He doesn't get on with his parents. Things are beginning to line up in terms of this guy. Not that I'm diagnosing him with anything. But things are starting to click into place.
And leveled up in life. And so they look at life through their lens and they're like, oh, you should be a smog technician. I brought you to America.
He was really
Bedros.
anti the smog
we escaped
technician.
communism and now you should be a smog technician, right? I was like, dude, surely I could have greater ambitions than just being a smog technician.
He's
after
really stuck
escaping
on this.
communism and coming here, right?
He's back on
And I
the
share
smog
that with you
technician
guys
thing.
Because you have a certain amount of time in life. I'm going to say the first 15 to 20 years of your life where others are making decisions for you. They've got the pen and they are writing how the story goes, right? So it almost makes sense that you're the supporting actor in your own life in that sense. But what ends up happening is, again, you turn into an adult, you get into your 20s, and you're like still taking advice from people, asking for permission from people. You become the supporting star. They're like, oh, you should go to school and become a doctor. You should become a pharmacy tech. Can I tell you right now, currently, this moment, in my Domination Year coaching program, I've got 5 doctors.
Can we take up Alpha Beta? Because I want him to say it though.
Right? One like a thoracic surgeon. One is
why are you being so specific?
He's a doctor for pain
I don't
management,
know.
where he'll fucking shoot epidural
He
and
does
shit
have very
into your
small
spine.
hands. Little baby
and the
hands.
list goes on. One's a orthopedic surgeon, and
Nothing wrong with
more
that.
than half of them.
What
are
is a
like,
small
"Dude,
tech?
don't wanna
I have
be a
no
doctor."
idea.
And I went the path of a doctor because I was pushed in that path by my parents. And now I'm getting coaching from you so that I can launch the business of my dreams, right? So think about this. If you're the supporting actor in this movie, then
If we shouldn't take advice from others, why are we
directing
here?
you and telling you what to do.
So don't let people tell you what to
only
do.
have one chance at this life.
But
You
what
do
if-
know that, right? And if you are always playing that supporting role, as Ed Milet says, when the credits roll at the end of your movie, at the end of your life, it's just going to say supporting actor number 3, and it'll have your name. Don't you want to be the main star? Don't you want to be the key character in your life story? Don't
Not
you
really.
want to make the best decisions for you because you live within your mind and body, and you know
I kind of think
what
it might be
you're
fun
called to
just
do.
to bake
you
all
know
day,
what
like a
excites
sim.
you. You know what turns you on. You know what you passionately get excited for.
Ma'am, sir.
So while our parents, grandparents,
I don't want to know what turns
teachers,
you on.
even friends
Your
around
grandparents turn you on? No
may
way.
have the best of intentions for us, each time they direct us, we become that supporting actor and
Don't
play
listen
that
to your
supporting
parents.
role, and we're literally
Fuck
living
your parents.
their movie.
Literally. Because it
for
turns them
us.
on, apparently.
I want to be the main character in my movie, in my book,
Okay.
in my life. So when the credits roll, it'll say fucking superstar, Bedros Keuilian, right? And I want that to say the same for you. Number 6,
Thank you.
stop screen sucking. Guys,
Excuse
you got to
me?
stop screen sucking. Whether it's social media, where you're just swiping through
Dude,
shit.
you're on
that's
YouTube. You just
distracting
asked us
you,
to go
creating
follow your
FOMO,
Instagram.
fear of missing out. That's absolutely
chat, you're
taking
right.
up so much.
You're right. We gotta stop. We gotta stop screen sucking. I don't know why though, because we didn't get to that part because we had to turn it off. But we had to stop because he told us to. Oh wait, but we're not supposed to take advice. But we're not supposed to take advice from people and do what we're told. So I am gonna go back to the video, but he said to stop screen sucking, so I'm gonna come away from the video. But he told me not to do. But he told me not to do what I was told. I'm confused. Do I sit down or do I stand up? Are you just gonna let me tell you what to do? Sit the fuck down or I'll kill you. That was his boot camp. Sit the fuck down or I'll literally bury your entire team. Are you just gonna do what I say? Sit down or I'll beat you with this pipe. You're what? You're just gonna take that? do I sit? I'm gonna keep watching because I have decided to.
Of your time and mental bandwidth. Like you can go into your phone and look at that setting.
Yeah.
In the I think it's in the
Just
whatever,
cease to
in the
exist
support
is
section of
the
your
answer.
phone and
Just-
see how
just
much
wall
time
sit.
that day.
So
or
you're
that
kind of doing
week
both.
you
You're
spent
standing
on
and sitting at
social
once.
media. And it'll break it down from like Instagram to Facebook to TikTok.
You just asked us to follow your Instagram.
What is that doing for you?
Don't ask
Like, you gotta
permission
stop
to
screen
watch
sucking
his
on
video.
social media.
Yeah.
Number 1, you got to stop screen sucking.
Screen sucking.
TV and sports. How many fucking
Sorry.
TV shows, sitcoms,
Oh, he's
fucking
anti-sports.
football games,
I
basketball
didn't
games,
think that
baseball
would be
games,
true.
hockey games are you going to watch?
Don't watch. Play.
Fuck, if you're going to be the main character in your life, if you're going to be the fucking main fucking superstar, do you think that main superstar is living through other people's content?
Pesky Guy
Or
94
is that
says, it is an
guy
infinite
creating
conundrum.
his
Thank you for the
own
bits.
content, his own path,
Dude, we're
his
doing
own
badly
story,
in terms of the
right?
bingo. We're doing
Like,
badly.
you've got to be the creator,
He's
not
telling
the
us to invest in
consumer
our
of
futures.
content.
Wait, did we not take
And
that
if
off?
You're screen sucking,
We're so
you're
close to
screen
so
sucking
many
from social
bingos.
media. You're screen sucking from TV and sports. You're screen sucking from video games.
We're not
that
doing
are
badly.
eating up
He
so
is.
much
Yeah,
time
this is
from
a
your
terrible
life
Crypto
and
Bro
fucking
video.
turning your brain into mush. Yes, you've got amazing fucking thumb dexterity.
We need an
but
unnecessary
you're
fuck
munching on
Callie.
so
Yes,
much
we
fucking
do.
Cheetos. You got all that Cheeto dust in your belly button.
What?
And then when you stand up,
I would
there's
love
a
that.
butt print on
Extra
your sofa.
Cheeto dust.
almost like cops would draw a fucking chalk mark around your dead body. There's like Cheeto dust around your big fat ass mark on the couch.
Whoa!
Like, fuck, man, enough.
Wow.
Enough. And
Very
porn.
specific. I feel quite attacked.
How much fucking time are you going to spend on porn?
Porn is fun.
Fucking jacking off to fucking shit
Ma'am,
that
this is
you
a
could go out and
Wendy's.
get yourself if you just became a better human. If you just started to eat right, get fit,
better lover,
build your
better
confidence,
lover.
develop charisma, start communicating.
Bitches will love you.
Like, become that next version of yourself. You can actually go and find and fucking make your own awesome porn, right? Like,
Bitches
have a
will love
relationship where it's
you.
like, fuck, man, my
And better
relationship
lover. I'm
is
taking
so
both.
fucking
Woo!
fuego. It's better than any fucking porn channel.
I'm gonna start
But
using the
what
word
you're doing is you're
fuego
trying
like
to
that.
vicariously live through some porn channel.
I can't believe we haven't got a bingo.
Not satisfying you, or it is temporarily satisfying you, right? You're getting that moment of like, oh, I got off. But then what?
Dude,
And then what?
is that the sound he makes?
You feel shitty.
I
You're
can
like,
only imagine that's the sound he makes. Ooh. Ah, that makes so much sense for him. Listen, with tiny little baby hands like that, the point of friction is too small, so it does hurt him. That's what that is. It's the Minecraft pain noise. Yes, it is. Is this biology? I don't know. I'm very confused. Yay for the bingo. Oh my god, we did get a bingo. I missed it. I missed the bingo. When did we get a bingo? Oh, bitches will love you. We got a bingo! Yay! Can't believe I missed it. I was just so engrossed in the content. I was so engrossed in this video that I lost everything else. Bingo. Yeah, we got a bingo for bitches, which I'm so pleased with. Can we stop watching now?
You're
No.
back to your video games. You're back to the Cheetos.
Hey, video games are fun.
You're back to watching your TV and sports and social media. And then you refuse to develop to your higher self. All right, number 7.
You're hurting my feelings.
Number 7, stop eating like crap. Because if you are
Most
ingesting
tasty.
things that are making
Biology?
you spazzy.
Whoa.
Like, think about this. You eat a lot of sugar and caffeine, you are probably dealing with anxiety and then crashing into depression.
And that's
Because a lot of
biology.
that sugar
That's the
and
second
caffeine
bingo.
that you're taking in
Oh,
is
sorry for that.
energy
Sorry.
that you are not going out there and
Yeah.
spending,
That's-
running at the
that's
park,
how that works.
putting in the miles.
If you
lifting
eat
in the
Cheetos,
gym,
you'll never
rolling
run.
on the mats. So your body's like, dude,
I wish I
got
had
all
some
this
Cheetos. I'm
fucking
gonna get some Cheetos.
caffeine and sugar in me. What should I do? All right, well, the sugar I
Caffeine
can convert
actually
it to
makes
fat
you
and
run
start storing
faster.
it. But in the meantime, I have it. What should I do? Then you start feeling anxious. Like, fuck, my heart's racing. Why am I feeling anxious? I think I have social anxiety. You have social fucking eating disorders. You have eating
He is
problems.
not a
You're
psychologist.
eating all the wrong
That's-
shit.
That's
You're
not.
eating
I was gonna
what you
put mental
feel
health
like
isn't real
eating.
on the
You're
board.
eating
I'm
what
so mad
tastes
I
good to
didn't.
you. You're eating what you just
That's
want
not
to. You're
how this
eating
works.
what your habits and your pattern of life.
I drink
dictates.
drugs
Because,
and do
well, when I was a
alcohol.
kid,
Fun.
We'd always drive from Starbucks,
Safely.
and so every morning
You
I
don't
still go
commit
to Starbucks and I get my croissant with ham and cheese.
Starbucks is the
and then I
problem.
get the mega frappuccino.
Delicious.
Well, fuck you. You just ate 2,500 calories right there, dude. Like, that's your fucking allowance for the day if you're fucking screen
Malika,
sucking
thanks for
all
the
day and not
follow.
working out anyway. And it's the fucking
But if you're going to the gym, then you can have that. You know, this man is harming my mental health. Getting on the whole like clean food thing is just really stressful, man. Eat healthily, have a balanced diet. You know, don't have as he says, a fucking frap or whatever every single day. But you know, life, relax. Everyone needs to relax. If you want a frappuccino, get a frappuccino, man. Honestly, and also that croissant has ham in it. There's some protein for you meatheads. Just delete the internet. Nailed it. Hi, Josh. Welcome in. How are you doing? Absolutely nailed it. If you eat fat, you get fat. That was a ploy from Big Sugar. Big Sugar. I'm not making this up. Genuinely, you can giggle. Big Sugar is what tried to run like a fat smear campaign. Now with no fat, reduced fat. Big Sugar were doing that, even though like fat is fine. Yeah. Psychosis comes in many forms. Exactly. Interesting thought experiment. Imagine channels like this from women for women. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are female comparisons of this, like toxic femininity type stuff. I don't know what they are. I've not seen them. If anyone actually, that's really interesting because then I don't think they're as obvious. This is really obvious. It's like alpha boot camp, man. But I'm sure there are female equivalents of this and I don't know what it is. I've never seen it. Probably there are less. But hey ho.
emptiest, most junk calories ever. And so if you're eating all that fat, all that carbs, all that fucking caffeine,
delicious,
all that processed food,
and I'm enjoying my life
think
because
of all the
Frappa fucking
chemicals they're
Chinos are
putting in food
delicious.
so that it doesn't go bad on the shelves, and you're like, fuck it.
He's outing me, and I don't
It
like it.
says it's delicious
Oh,
in
trad
all
wife.
caps. I'm gonna buy it.
Trad wife stuff, and we've done streams about trad wife stuff. Yes, that's the female equivalent of this. Trad wives. That's what it is. Trad wives are fucked. But we did a stream on this already.
It
Let's
needs
go.
a whole fucking tray
Thank you.
of cookies.
That's what it is.
Or whatever the fuck it is. Ice cream, gelato. It says home style on it. You know, last time the fucking home style shit was made? Back when that horse and fucking
Back in
buggies
my
were-
day, we've taken it already.
Nothing in the supermarket is home style, right? There's chemicals in that
you
shit.
can make your own ice
that
cream
is
if you want
literally
to. Not
a
always. Sometimes
preservative.
it's really good.
And you're putting all that poison into your body.
No, sometimes
and
you
it
can
starts
get
affecting
sorbet
your
that's
testosterone
like
level.
just ice.
It starts affecting the
Like
way you
3
sleep.
ingredients.
It starts
and it's
affecting your
nice.
energy
I don't know how to
levels.
make sorbet.
It starts putting you in a funk and depression. It starts making you fat. Starts making you sick. Starts literally eroding the lining of your gut.
He's hurting my feelings.
Everything you're eating and drinking. You're like,
I don't-
My favorite one is this.
I don't like this.
I don't like the taste of water. Are you fucking stupid? 70%
If you
of your body is water.
if you also don't like the taste of water, you can try Water Drop. This video is sponsored by. I'm joking. We're not sponsored, but
And
they're
you're drinking Monster energy drinks and hoping that your body can be a great chemist and separate the fucking water from the chemicals in the energy drinks or in
You
the coffee.
can.
Come on, man. Like, be a fucking grown up.
it
Take your
does
gallon of water
hydrate
in.
you.
Go figure out what your macros need to be.
but it's also
Eat
bad for
clean.
you. So drink water.
I'm not
but
saying like you
still.
shouldn't have some kind of fucking a snack here and there. Fuck, I get it. You're human. Have a snack. I have a snack.
He's
But
given
you-
us
that
permission
doesn't
to have
mean
a
you
snack,
need to just
but we shouldn't ask for permission. We shouldn't ask for permission. But he's told us, and we shouldn't take advice from other people who aren't ourselves. But he's told us that we can have a snack, which is permission, but we shouldn't ask for permission, so we can't have a snack. But we shouldn't take his advice, so we can have a snack? I'm confused again. I'm confused. It's because we're screen sucking. That's why we're getting confused. We got to turn the video off.
Hazardly poison your body. Like if you're wondering why you feel the way you do, go get naked, turn on the lights,
Ma'am?
go look at yourself in the mirror.
What?
And the way you feel is how you look.
If you've turned off the lights, how are you looking at yourself in the mirror? Cha. Or did he say on?
For real. The way you feel inside.
I feel great.
Sick, tired,
He
negative.
said on.
Depressed, anxious. That's going to be the picture of your body. Snap a picture in the mirror.
I've already taken off go to the
and
gym.
then look at it on your screen. Don't just look at it in the mirror because you're used to seeing your fat, gelatinous self in the mirror.
Whoa! Whoa!
Snap a picture.
Oh
Look
my
at it.
God, he doesn't understand body dysmorphia. He doesn't
Wow,
believe
when
in
you
mental
have all those
health.
folds,
So take nudes
when
of
you have
yourself
titties
and
that
then
fucking
send
B can slap around. Does my belly need to be wider than my shoulders? Is there a reason my tits come to a point and I'm a fucking man? What happened to my pecs? Can another man milk me?
Wait, did we
is
get
going
wait,
on?
wait, did we get accidental homoeroticism? Unintended homoeroticism. We took it off. Ah! We did. We had accidental homoeroticism. Can another man milk me? He's genuinely asking. Can another man milk me? DM me if you can milk me. He's looking for people to milk him.
On. What you're seeing there on that screen
Karina, thanks for the stuff. I
is what your
appreciate that.
body's
Thank
feeling
you.
when you eat all that fucking processed
Protect your
junk
protect your
shit that they're
titties.
feeding
He's
you.
coming after
And
them.
guys, I say this because I love you. I'm gonna shit on you continually.
I'm telling it like
over
it
and over
is.
again. As long as you watch and listen to the show.
That's another bingo. That's
Until
3.
you're like, fuck, man. I watch because I know I'm supposed to. I get pissed at B because he says it directly, brutally, honestly.
I'm telling it
But
like
I
it
don't
is.
do it. And you
Can
know
we
what
take
happens
only
when
I
you
can
don't
help
do it?
you?
Your conscience begins to eat away at you. Your conscience begins to just eat away at you. And you can talk shit on me in the comment section. You
Yes,
can say, you
we
can
will.
live a little, B. Come on. Have a little grace, B. You can say all that shit. But at 49
I'm gonna
years
shit
old,
on you.
I'm lean,
Yay.
I'm jacked, and I know what you're going to say in the comments. You know, what about all the testosterone you're on? First of all, I am on testosterone. I'm on TRT.
You guys said
doctor
you guys
prescribed.
said testosterone. As in I should put that on the board if he says it. And you were right. I told you. You did, but listen, you all told me all of these. All of these that are on the board were ones told to me by chat. Okay? So I happened, hey, listen, we got 3 bingos worth. right? We got 3 bingos worth. So like, I didn't make all the wrong choices, but we can't predict these things. Stop yelling at me. Wait, is he on T supplements? Oh my God, he is. But I thought he was about to be like, I'm not on T.
Have a little grace, B. You can say all that shit, but at 49
this
years
is
old,
Bedros
I'm
Keuilian.
lean,
Here is
I'm
his
jacked,
name here, if you want
and
to.
I know what you're going to say in the comments.
There he is.
Yeah, what about all the testosterone you're on? First of all, I am on testosterone. I'm on TRT, doctor prescribed, and I take 1 cc of Cypionate every week, which is like 200. I think it's like 250
I thought he was
milligrams of
going to be like,
testosterone
no,
a
I
week,
don't.
Right?
That's why he's so angry.
And
so
when I
angry.
go back at 49 years old, when I go back and think about 29 to late 30s, what I used to take, I would easily take like 2 cc's of testosterone, 400 to 500 milligrams of testosterone, and I was in better shape. I'm in better shape now than I was then.
So he's saying he's
That's
on
because
less.
My diet, I was always trying to out-train a bad diet. You can't out-train a bad diet. Like your food, especially the shit you eat, is like 80% of the results that you're going to get, not just physically.
So,
but the mental fog that you're dealing with, man, right? It just begins to inflame your entire body. You're like, yeah, Bedros, but I take your wellness shots. Yeah, fucking one wellness shot is not going to counteract all that fucking inflammation.
So
you're
he's
doing.
pro.
That's the reality.
Shots?
It's just not. You
I
have to be
too
an
snort
active
testosterone
participant
every day.
in figuring out what I need to put in my body so I can create the outcome with my body and my mind.
Do you know what? It would make sense so much if he was trans. It would really make sense because there would be some like, and this is not all trans people at all, but for him, it might be some sort of like internalized, like real internalized misogyny that he needs to be alpha man all the time. And that's, you know, listen, if he stopped just like screen sucking all the time, you know, and if he went to therapy, if he stopped trying to drown boys in the ocean and actually went to therapy, maybe he would be less insane. Maybe he would realize that, you know, masculinity is subjective and you can be whatever you want, darling, and have a frappuccino every now, you know. You don't have to be big, strong alpha boy all the time with all your big muscles if you don't want to. You can have a frappuccino. You can stop being so angry. Always. It's okay. It's okay. But that is his therapy, helping others. Aww. That's lovely.
If you feel called to be anybody special in life.
Oh.
Because
so you
you're
don't
not
have to
a
do this if you're not
walking, talking example or
special.
role model. If you're eating shit.
He's
you're anxious,
really
you're
obsessed
depressed,
with this.
You're floppy.
Hey!
And sloppy. Listen, I stopped taking all of those and I started taking this, the Trulian Wellness Shot. In fact, I created this because I was sick and tired
video
of
is brought
every
to you
morning
by
taking 11 different supplements like
We got a
turmeric,
fourth bingo!
ginger,
Buy my
cayenne
stuff!
pepper,
Yay!
black pepper, vitamin B12, echinacea, vitamin C, zinc, right? Think
Yeah,
about
that's
this.
some vitamins.
If you want to improve
Yeah.
your immune system, if you want to fight off inflammation in your body so that you have better gut health, you have more
Biology,
energy,
but we did
your
it already.
joints don't hurt,
Is that fifth?
then
Oh,
you're
it's a
gonna
double
want to
bingo!
take all those supplements. And I was taking it twice
That's
a
5.
day, every day. And so when we created the Trulian Wellness Shot, we cut no corners and we spared no expense.
Here's where he would
And
do
so in
artificial
this,
scarcity.
You've got something
can.
that's going to not only help boost your immune system, but also fight off
I don't know how we
inflammation.
have it.
Because
He's
if you're
like-
a high performer,
he's like
and
talked
if you
about
wanna
alpha, but he
get
hasn't
more
said
done,
it.
if you want to
Sorry.
stay more focused, if you want to make sure that you don't get sick as frequently, then you have
Limited
to care
time
about
now?
your immune system and you have to fight off inflammation.
Limited time, buy it
especially
limited.
if you're an entrepreneur and you're high
I've got a
performing
discount
and you
that only
have
lasts a week.
stressful work day from time to time, right? And so here's what I want you to do. You're going to click on the link in the description
I'm not
box
gonna
or
do
go to trulean.com.
No.
And you're going to use the code word Bedros. And when you use my name, Bedros, you'll get 50% off
Limited time?
your first subscribe and save bundle.
For a limited time?
whatever reason you don't like the Trulian Wellness Shot, which I've yet to meet anyone who doesn't, then let us know in your first 30 days. We'll give you a full refund. Part ways as friends. Fair enough? Go check it out. Use the code word
Limited time?
Bedros.
Limited
Get
time?
50% off.
Limited time?
Finally,
Fuck! Wait, if I go to his fine, I'm clicking on his link. If I go to his link, okay, and there is a limited time thing on it, then I will count that. No, thank you. Then I will count that. And that's what it will be. 5-star reviews from people who definitely aren't paid, or him. I love this wellness shot. Do you? I can't start my day without this. And these are from women. Bullshit. These aren't real people. free shipping when you subscribe today. Does that count? No, I don't think it does. I'm not sure it does. Save 20%. Limited time only. Damn it! He doesn't have it. Duh. The bastard scammed. Absolutely scammed.
Number 8. Stop being broke.
Oh, okay.
Guys,
oh, there you go.
8 things to stop doing right now came up in a finally. Number 8. Stop being broke.
Why didn't I know that? I'm going to go ahead and take off it's easy. Just stop being broke, guys. Don't be poor. How to 8 toxic habits that will make you weekend poor. And the last toxic habit that makes you poor is being poor. That's the last one. Being poor is the worst thing you could do if you don't want to be poor.
Guys, I told you. There's 8 things you need to
Just
stop
stop
doing
it.
right now.
Just stop being poor.
And number 8 is to stop
It's easy.
being broke.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to hear from you guys. B, it's easier said than done. What do you mean stop being broke? You can't just stop being broke. I know you can't. And I don't care if you're a firefighter, if you're a cop, all noble professions. I don't care if you turn
But
a
a
wrench,
smoke technician isn't a noble
plumber,
profession,
fucking
apparently.
HVAC, a mechanic.
Hi, Wispy.
You work in sales. Life's expensive.
Become a smoke
inflation,
tech.
interest rates. I get all that.
Do
Gas
you?
prices. You live in California like I do. Skyrocketing
Okay, thanks for the
prices.
sub. Thank you.
Stop being broke.
Okay. How?
1, manage how you spend your
We're
money.
twinning.
Like truly, go through your credit card statement. See how many
Stop
fucking
buying
recurring
frappuccinos.
fees you
Man,
pay
it's
to
all about the
OnlyFans
frappuccinos.
and
If you
fucking
don't...
Netflix and Hulu and
OnlyFans. Okay. Say that.
fucking Amazon and how many of those reoccurring, like if your bank account was a bathtub.
To be fair, I do
and
have a lot of
came with
subscriptions
drill
I
and
need to
started
cancel.
drilling fucking holes underneath your bathtub and water just starts fucking dripping out. Your job, first and foremost, is to plug up as many holes as you can. I get it. We have to have outgoing
It's
money.
the avocado
We have to
toast,
have
guys.
expenses.
It's the avocado
But should
toast.
you be eating out every single day? Should you be ordering shit on Grubhub and DoorDash every day?
This video
if
is
you're broke?
sponsored by...
If you're carrying credit card debt, no.
Okay.
No, because you're paying that premium fee. Go and actually buy raw ingredients and make yourself food. But you don't know how busy I am. You don't know how fucking busy I am running 7 companies with a massive team. I make it happen. Because
You
it's
don't
a-
know how busy I am running companies with a massive team who do it for me. I have staff that do my job. I run companies that are managed by other people. I'm poor because I subscribe to Pericarial. Sorry,
priority.
Aji. Sorry,
When
man. It's
something's a
all my
priority,
fault.
We make it happen. When
Right.
it's not a priority, we make excuses.
So stop being broke.
Again, I'm going to keep
Make it a
shitting on you
priority.
until you guys understand that being broke is no excuse, because when you're broke,
This
you become
is-
easy to manipulate.
What, by you? Oh my god, that's so rich. He runs an alpha male boot camp course where he just screams at you for $18,000. $18,000. And he's talking to you about money management. And how when you're broke, you become really easy to manipulate. Yeah. That's good for you. You'd be broke if people weren't easy to manipulate. Bedros. If you're broke, send me your remaining money. Yeah, also, it's such a strange point of view, and you can tell this boy has always had money. Okay, maybe he hasn't always had money, but you can tell this boy has absolutely lost touch completely. Because, okay, fine, you don't buy the avocado toast. You don't spend the subscriptions. You don't eat out every day. Even with all those things, there are people who don't have any money. It's privilege. That's what it is. You know, there are people who can't do any of that stuff, like genuinely cannot do any of that stuff because they don't have any money. But yeah, they'll just snap their fingers and stop being broke. What if you don't have any holes to plug up, as it were? You know. But buy his book and his supplements and his protein and his $18,000 course.
The government, the opposition, as I say, can get greater amounts of control and compliance over you when you're broke. When you're broke, you don't have the choices
government, not
in
him.
life like I do. I want you to have choices and options. When things get hard for others, you can serve others with your money when you're not broke. And so, one, stop the outgoing
So
money.
don't spend
that's
money
frivolously
so that
going
you
out.
can spend money.
Number two, stop fucking around on Friday nights, all of Saturday and Sunday, and make that your side project where you're going to create a side hustle and figure out, go online.
Don't have any friends or do
I
anything
don't know
fun.
if it's Amazon drop shipping you need to do. I don't know if it's going to be doing phone sales from home on Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday.
He already ruled out OnlyFans.
Maybe you're going to become a
OnlyFans is his
copywriter. Maybe you're going
domain.
to start buying Facebook ads for others because you're going to learn how to run an ad agency. Be a one-man, one-woman ad agency. Fuck, get 4 clients under you, each paying you $4,000 a month. How about this? Get 4 clients under you, each paying you $3,000 a month. Do the math on that. There's $12,000 a month right there.
And how?
And if they're paying you $3,000 a month for you to run their Facebook
Just
and Instagram
grind. Mindset grinder.
and you're able to do it well, now if you start hiring other people to work for you, you can start scaling that business and quitting your day job and stop being broke.
Can I also say, you know how he was like, cook every single day, do side hustles, own 7 businesses, don't spend time with anyone else, don't go out, don't do anything fun, work out all the time, work. Again, let me remind you, this is a guy who thought he had a heart attack because he was too stressed out. He never spent any time. He brags about hardly seeing his wife and kids because he never sees them because he's working too much, right? He brags about how cool that makes him because he never spends time with his family. And he thought that he had a heart attack. It was actually a panic attack because he was working too much. So he decided to work more, even though his doctor said, you need to calm down. That's this guy. But live life like he does.
Assuming.
And by the way, he was rich before he started these businesses. He's not rich now because of the businesses. So he has always had money. He talked about his mansion as he was running a failing business. 7 failing businesses.
You don't go spending like a fucking
Heart
donkey,
attacks
right?
are weaknesses leaving
There's always
the
more shit to
body.
buy. But when you stop being broke, you stop being controlled.
Please say alpha.
manipulated.
I want it so badly. Please.
there's a
We haven't got long
high
left.
level of
Do you think he will?
That comes with creating your own wealth.
Which you never did.
Having enough money to share with others. Being able to bless a charity, a church that you believe in.
Is that why you run an
a cause that's
$18,000
meaningful
course?
to you.
Is that your
When
meaningful
you see
cause?
a donate button, you press it and you give and it feels good.
Do you
And
do
you're
that?
confident about it because
I don't think he does
more.
that.
Making money today is the modern version
Of
going out and
hunting.
hunting, right? And if you're just getting by, carrying credit card debt, having to figure out how you're going to pay your bills, it's the equivalent of you went out hunting as a caveman. You weren't able
Alpha?
to catch the saber-toothed tiger.
Alpha.
You weren't able to catch a fish. You weren't able to use your slingshot or your arrow to kill a bird.
The fuck is he talking
And so
about?
you're having to eat like fucking weeds and dried berries that fell off a bush.
Never eat the
While
berries.
Over there in the other cave, homeboy's celebrating with his fucking brontosaurus that he's eating.
I don't think
He's able
I
to
don't think he understands time periods. I don't think he understands when cavemen were. Yeah, the brontosaurus. Yeah, the other homeboy's eating a dinosaur in the other cave. God. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, what time period are we in? I'm not sure. I think homeboy doesn't understand history, but he doesn't need to understand history. He just understands hunting. It's like slight 70 million year displacement. Well, to be fair, Somni, in the grand scheme of all infinite time, 70 million years is basically the same, you know? Yeah. Meanwhile, homeboy's riding around on his pterodactyl and just having a gay old time, what with his bitches, you know? Meanwhile, he's already developing the iPhone in his cave. My man's discovering fire while he's discovering apps. So confusing.
Feed his family. He's able to feed the other
With the
cave people
brontosaurus.
around him.
Are you supposed to eat brontosauruses?
Making money today is the equivalent of being a great
Anyway,
hunter.
even if they were at the same
And
time?
it gives a substantial amount of confidence and competency to a man.
Just alpha.
So start doing that.
Alpha.
So guys, those are the 8 things I want you to
Alpha?
stop doing today. And if
We
you
only
do
got a few
that
seconds
today,
left. Alpha.
your life will be better. You
And
will
you
make
will
more
become an
income,
alpha.
have more impact, and have greater influence. So if you got value from this show, if you're on Spotify, iTunes, or any of the podcast platforms, please give us a like, share, and leave us a positive comment and review. And of course, if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. 72% of you are not subscribed as you're watching this, and leave us a comment, share this, and thank you so much for everything you guys do for
Those
supporting the show. Remember that
28% are
average is the
mocking you,
enemy.
dude.
Success is your responsibility, and change can take place in an instant if you
Wait,
are
did he
willing
say
to flip the
70?
switch. We'll see you guys next time.
Did he say 72% are not subscribed? whatever percent are not subscribed, those people are watching you to mock you like I am. That's why, my guy. What are the comments? Please tell me, please. I'm a woman and I've been watching and supporting for some time now. Oh, Kim. Bedros really helps us women, see what qualities a real man should possess. And he has really helped level up my husband's mindset as well as my own. Either this is fake, or her husband now wants to... I'm not allowed to say that on stream. His husband is upset now, or it's fake. I think it's fake. And then you've got some boys in the chat being like, let all women you know about this help out the hoes. Oh no, so true. Miscellaneous user. Oh no. In the last year I quit drinking. I went to therapy to work through childhood trauma. That's good. Adopted stoic practices in my life. I hope he means like the actual definition of stoic and not what people think stoicism is. So that's good. Daily meditation and exercise. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Good things. Achieve them. Achieved your goals. That's great. Happy for Steve. Happy for Steve. Don't listen to anything else that Bedros said though. And Bedros doesn't believe in mental health. So I wonder what he'll say. Keep kicking ass and doing the work. See, that's lovely. Lovely. Amazing. So they're actually talking about therapy, so that's good. Single female overcoming my BS excuses, trauma, and alcohol abuse. Okay, so she's still overcoming it because she doesn't think it's... How are you going to overcome something if you don't think it's real? I'm overcoming my trauma. It didn't happen to me, but I'm gonna get over it. Nothing happened, but it affects me every day. It was just a dream, but I'll heal. What are you gonna do? Is Steve posting with a gun? Where is Steve? Is he posing with a gun? Is that what it is? It's a guitar, chat. It's a guitar. It's lovely. My Steve homeboy's doing well. He's doing well. He's doing good. He's been led astray, but he's doing the right things. Another powerful episode. Bedros telling it like it is. I'm telling it like it is. Oh, yeah. Lovely. Maria. I'm a woman, but I found a lot of value in this and shared with my kids and friends. With your kids? You told your kids that they were little fat fucks and they needed to stop eating Frappuccinos? I'm quoting from the video. I don't actually think that. I would never use language like that. But you told your friends, your kids, that they should stop having jiggly titties? You send this to your children? Maria? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. This was so relatable. Yeah, because he was attacking us, Lexi. When talking about friends that no longer vibrated with your same frequency, as well as taking back the pen to write your own book. Do you know what? Listen, okay, this made him seem like a dick. But to some regard, he did spit some facts at some point. He threw in some truths amidst the crazy. Imagine using fat fucks to refer to your own children, or just to refer to anyone. Vibrating. Yeah, that's what it is. Hold on, I need context. Jameed, hi, welcome in. This is Bedros. He wrote a book in which he said he had a heart attack because he was working too much, so he decided to work harder. He always had money, lived in a mansion, but talks about what it takes to make a successful business, even though his first 7 businesses failed awfully. He now runs a scam program where he charges $18,000 for men to be yelled at in an alpha boot camp for 3 days. He runs other scams as well. Some of them are for children, so that's fun. And now he does podcasts where he gives people advice on how they shouldn't take advice from anyone. Bedros. So this is bad therapy. You're welcome. So would you guys agree that this is some bad therapy? Shock, thanks for the prime. Would you agree? I'm segueing. Would you agree that this is some bad therapy? You know, would you take any of this advice for therapy? I wonder what other bad therapy there might be out there. I wonder. I wouldn't know, but let's have a look. I pay the cost of the boot camp to not do the boot camp. Like, if you were forced to do the boot camp, you'd pay the cost so you didn't have to go. I totally agree. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Least forced Perry segue. Thank you so much. Thank you. What did I type in before? Wait, I didn't type in ad. I did not type in ad. It's plaguing me. All right, here we go. Here's some bad therapy.
If y'all know me, you know that mental health is super fucking important to me, and I
do things in the bed. Agasek says this stream is my therapy. Is that bad?
Disorder and
yes.
Bipolar
I'm not trained.
2.
So she has BPD and a bunch of other stuff.
I see ads for BetterHelp everywhere. And I want to share my story because I haven't shared my story yet.
There are horror stories with every single mental health institution and therapist people. You know, listen, in every single career, there are going to be assholes. I would say it's a normal distribution everywhere. There are going to be dickheads and there are going to be people who are incompetent at their job. In every single career, therapy is still really, 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 really good. BetterHelp is one of those things that have come under controversy recently because they don't really screen their therapists, and not all of them, I don't know if this has changed now, but not all of them had licenses and they were just kind of like people. And so there are a lot of horror stories with BetterHelp, but there's horror stories with everything. But therapy is still good, and the good apples outweigh the bad apples, so don't get put off. But here's some horror stories.
And I think it's
about
time, because it was literally the worst experience I've ever had, and I've been in therapy regularly for about 12 years now. Well, not regularly, in and out, but I've seen a lot of fucking therapists, okay?
Tell us.
So here goes the fucking story.
Tell me.
So it all started because I actually quit my job of 3 years to pursue like streaming and camming and whatever full time. And my depression got really bad and I no longer had health insurance. So,
oh geez.
At the time I couldn't afford to go
nice,
to a
Dodie.
doctor.
Is it helping?
So I found BetterHelp and it was cheap, and like there's reviews literally everywhere, on every single podcast, on every YouTube video, everywhere there's reviews. So I was like, I might as well just give this a shot. So I'm having like a really bad day. I get on the app and they hook me up with someone, and I was like, hey, like, do you by any chance have any appointments today? Because I'm really like just haven't been doing well and I haven't seen someone in a while and I could really use some help. Do you have any appointments?
Wait, this has multiple parts.
So the therapist messaged me back and he's like, you know, this isn't really an emergency situation or like type of thing, but if I get a cancellation, I'll let you know. Literally 5 minutes later, he messages me, surprise, I have a cancellation, which should have been the red flag from the beginning, him like making me think like he wasn't gonna have time, and then he literally had time like 5 minutes later. It gets bad.
So, do you know what? Not a bad point. He could have just checked his schedule,
I explained to him my situation. Literally,
I'm not convinced by the story so far.
When he heard the borderline and bipolar 2, he goes, you have a drinking problem and you need to be hospitalized for the rest of your life. That's the only way you're going to be okay.
Wait, what?
I was like, first of all, I barely drink. Like, I don't drink really at all. And
wait, what? That's
you're
so
telling me
out of
that
pocket.
I have to be in a hospital for the rest of my fucking life because I have borderline and bipolar 2? Like, that.
How do you get diagnosed with both of those things?
Right,
that's hard to do.
There's plenty of people that
that's
live their
tough.
life and have these.
That's a spicy combination.
Disorders. And he was like, nope, you're going to have to be hospitalized for the rest of your life. Basically telling me I have no.
Wait, why is she diagnosed with both of those things? Listen, I'm not allowed to diagnose anyone. ! Asterisk. I'm not qualified here. Surely that's a misdiagnosis. How can you get? I feel like you wouldn't. Would you get diagnosed with both? The reason I'm saying this is because they're so unbelievably similar. They are so similar. The only difference is that, well, there's lots of differences, but the main differences are that bipolar is cyclic, aka it will just happen, and it's not necessarily based on stuff. It just happens over time, and your cycles can vary in length. and that it's much more neurological, so there's medication for it. And it's like a physical thing that happens in your brain. Whereas borderline personality disorder is a personality disorder. So either it doesn't necessarily have as much chemical things to it, or we just don't know what that chemical is yet. And it's less cyclic. So it doesn't happen on a cycle. It happens in reaction to stuff that goes on. So, but pretty much everything else is the same. Pretty much they share all of their symptoms. They're really similar. They're really similar disorders. So you basically just have to suss out, is it chemical and or cyclic, or is it not chemical and not cyclic? And then you pick one of those things. How do you get diagnosed with both? That's tricky to do. Maybe you can. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not like, I'm not qualified to talk on this. That's tricky. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm believing this story. Also, I don't want to watch more parts on it. Let me look at someone with lots of views, because, you know, people vote with their feet. 2.4 million.
Do not do BetterHelp. Do not do BetterHelp.
Go off, King,
and let me tell you why. I don't care if they don't sponsor me after this video, but do I have a
She's
story
just fucking
for you?
wild.
A few weeks ago, I was very down bad, so I was like, Ryan, you need a fucking therapist for the first time ever. Like, you've been wanting a therapist for years, so it's finally time to do it. But I live in Japan, so it's really hard to get a therapist here, especially if you're a foreigner, on top of finding an English-speaking therapist that's not a $500 bajillion. So I sought out to do BetterHelp, which is what everyone fucking does these days, because it seems perfect. It seems like it seems unreal. It seems too good to be true, and it is.
People do vote with their feet, yeah.
Got a therapist. It took like 2 days to find.
Have you ever been in a polling station? Everyone's signing it with their feet. That's why you got to practice. It's really important to practice the skill of holding a pen with your toes right now, so that you can vote with your feet at a polling office. They don't let you do it otherwise. That's why they have so many chairs, so that you can prop yourself up on the table. Yeah.
To find a therapist for me, and I was like really excited. I like had my appointments booked or whatever. And so I have my appointment, and the therapist that I got had like really good reviews or whatever. She was British, so she had a British accent. I was like, slay. I really liked her actually. Until
British means smart.
Into the appointment, she had me doing Chinese acupuncture exercises.
No.
Which is where I basically just say like words of affirmation and tap myself on different parts of my body, like mainly right here and right here under my eye. And she was basically just telling me what to say, which were just words of affirmation to myself, saying like, oh, I love myself. I will not feel this way anymore.
That's pseudoscience. Acupuncture is pseudoscience. It can be relaxing and nice for people. And placebo is pretty cool. There's nothing wrong with acupuncture. Like, it's not going to hurt you in any way. Well, it's fucking needles, but beyond that, it's not going to hurt you in any way. But it doesn't do anything. You know, it relaxes you, it calms you down, placebo. But beyond that, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't. So that's pseudoscience. She's like, oh yeah, poke yourself in places that connect to your heart chakra or whatever it is. I'm conflating two different beliefs here, but still. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with acupuncture. If you like it, you like it. But it's not going to cure your cancer. Right. And there are some people out there that claim, yeah, it's going to cure everything. It's going to cure all your mental health. It's going to cure all your, well, it's meditation, so it could help. But it's going to cure your mental health. It's going to cure your asthma. It's going to cure your cancer. It's going to stop you being autistic all the time. Yeah, that's not true.
Well, one thing about me is I'm willing to give anything a shot. So I was like, okay, I'll fucking try it. I'm so down bad. Like, I'm just going to fucking try this.
He keeps saying down bad.
Bullshit, but whatever.
Does he mean down bad? He keeps saying down bad. I don't think he means down bad in the way that I mean down bad. Like, I thought that meant horny. I was just so horny I needed therapy. Is that what he means? No, that's not what he means. Maybe he's just listen, and that's a good reason to get therapy as well. Yeah, I think he means that he wants the therapy, or like he's down, as in upset or apathetic, and also bad. My therapist was British, and I was really down bad. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Whatever. But we're doing this for literally like 30 minutes. And she would go off of camera sometimes, like, and do other stuff while just like trying to come up with things that I should tell myself. Like, it seemed like she really just did not fucking care. And it would get to a point that we were doing it for so long that she started repeating the same things that she was telling me to say.
Oh my God.
It just felt really
She's a one-trick
weird. But
pony.
even after that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to do another session with her. Besides the Chinese acupuncture exercises, I liked her. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do another appointment with her. And if I don't like it the second time, then I'll change therapists. So I do another one, same
solution.
Fucking thing. She's going off of camera. This time she's in Austria on vacation, and she's doing the same thing with Chinese acupuncture exercises. And I was not feeling it. Like, it seemed like this was just like her routine with like every patient. So I was like, I'm going to switch therapists. So I click switch therapist, immediately cuts off any sort of contact with her. I can never talk to her again. I'm like, okay, so now I have 6 other options of therapists. I don't like any of them. It's really weird. So I'm like, I paid $300 for this month of this subscription, so I'm just going to go back to my old therapist and do my last 2 sessions. No, can't do that because it cut off all communication with her. So I have to pick from these like 6 therapists that I don't...
Oh, jeez. That does not sound good. Shit, what the fuck? Yeah, hold on a second. I have to go do my hoovering. All right, let's watch some more. Oh no. I want story time. Okay, yeah.
How many years do you think it's going to be before we see a true crime documentary about BetterHelp?
No, because can we talk about it? Like, I did BetterHelp for about 3 weeks, and the straw that broke my back was when the therapist was in office for the first time. The last time was in her living room, and I was like, I'm just going to believe no one else is there. As I log onto the video, she's talking to someone, and then just stops talking. It's like, hey, how are you? So let's get started. I'm like, someone is in there. So I thought the person I left to close the door. Like about halfway through the meeting, she gets up, walks out an open door, meaning there was no privacy, goes into the lounge of like the office, makes popcorn while I'm talking, and then comes back with me, like taking me with her through this whole journey of the office, sits down and is eating popcorn with her mouth full, just chewing.
I love that it's popcorn as well in therapy. Like, you're sitting there and you're telling her your trauma, and she's just like, tell me more. Tell me more. This is juicy. The juice dribbling down my... That's what... Yeah, literally. This is some juicy shit. I need popcorn. Tell me more, girl. What the fuck? Oh my god. What? That is insane. That is insane.
How many years do you think it's going to be before we see a true crime documentary about BetterHelp?
I am so glad that we are outing BetterHelp. You would not believe the experience.
I love her accent.
2019, when
I love her everything.
Experiencing the worst of my eating disorder, I had not opened up to a soul
eating disorder,
about
if you missed that.
I decided for the first time to try and advocate for myself. I downloaded BetterHelp. I got set up with this woman in America, and they said that she was like an eating disorder specialist, and I thought, oh great, okay, someone who'll actually get it. I started explaining to her like my symptoms, my thoughts, and how awful my life was because of it. She said something to me like, oh, is your BMI really that low that you're experiencing all these things? And I thought, right.
Oh my god, this happened to a friend of mine. This happened to a friend of mine. She went to the doctor because she was having really like weird thoughts about food, and she was like starving herself, and it was proper eating disorder territory, right? So she went to the doctor to try and get some help for it. Really brave, really good of her, fantastic at work. Because a lot of people don't realize or they don't want to get better, so it's tricky to make that first step. And you have to talk about it too, which is very vulnerable. So good job her. She goes to the doctor, and the doctor tells her, oh, but you look fine. You're not skinny enough for this to be a problem. To a girl who has an eating disorder, who is starving herself, he looks her in the eye and says, you're not skinny enough for this to be a problem. Come back when it's serious. And he sent her away. I shit you not. Yeah, you need to be skinnier for me to help you. What the fuck? Luckily, well, she says it didn't affect her that much. Maybe it did, but luckily she didn't give up there. So she went to see someone else, and she did get the therapy for it, and it helped her a lot. So that's good. She kept going. But oh my god, yeah, sorry, you're too fat for me to diagnose you with an eating disorder. What the hell?
That's not relevant. I didn't even acknowledge that. But then I did tell her how much weight I had lost. I didn't tell her where my weight was at. It could have been anywhere on the BMI scale, but from what she had said earlier, she was assuming that it was like super low. Anyway, what she said to me there was, well, good for you. Congratulations on all that weight loss. I deleted the chat, deleted the app, and never advocated for myself again.
How many years do you think it's going to be before
my god! Because she wasn't deathly skinny yet, I might add, yet. Because she wasn't deathly skinny. She was like, oh, congratulations on the weight loss. Also, there are lots of eating disorders, including ones that make you bigger, not necessarily smaller, or ones that keep you the same. So there's lots of disordered eating can mean anything. So it's completely irrelevant. Oh my god, here's another.
How many years do you think it's going to be?
I love it. It's so juicy.
Documentary about BetterHelp.
Okay, I keep trying to do this in under
60 seconds. So about 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to start therapy. My insurance at the time did not cover my therapy, so I decided to try BetterHelp despite everybody telling me not to. It was much cheaper than regular therapy. I think it's like $80 per session, where regular therapy is about $100 to $200 plus per session if you have a good, decent therapist. So I was paired with somebody who lived.
I see why she's not to be mean, but I see why she's struggling to get this under 60 seconds. Bro, girl, dude. Also editing. Sorry, that just.
Rural South Dakota, which again is a little strange because I live in Brooklyn, so we can't really relate on that much. She had like 8 Rottweilers who were barking the entire time. I'm a huge dog lover, but don't really want that during my therapy session. Then she proceeds to tell me that she was very nervous and she's inexperienced, so I was basically making her feel better the entire time.
No.
So I would not recommend BetterHelp.
Oh my god, you were therapizing your therapist because she was new and nervous. That is so bad. That is so weird. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna find another one. Here's another.
The second time I tried BetterHelp, I had a white lady therapist. And, you know, it was fine for a minute, but then she started asking me to send her pictures of my family. Like, all the time, I'd tell her something, she'd be like, send me a picture of your dad. Just send me show me a picture of your mom. I'm like, what? I don't know if you're building a shrine or something, lady, but I'm not sending you pictures of my family. And she kept doing it.
What?
She kept being like, just send me a picture of your cousin. Send me a picture of your sister. Eventually, I just sent her a picture of Morgan Freeman and Michelle Obama.
No,
I was
you
like,
did
that's
not.
my mom and dad. And you know what this white lady said? Beautiful family. All black people must look alike to this bitch.
No way.
The second time I tried BetterHelp,
Oh my god, this comment. I told I told the psychologist I had ADHD. They told me to meditate. Now, how the hell do you expect me to do that? Honest, people keep telling me this as well. People keep saying this to me too. Oh, Perry, have you tried meditating? I fucking hate meditating. I don't know if this is DMCA free. We're gonna reset. How do you think I hate it? I hate meditating so much. I hate it. Sitting still and thinking, I can't do it. I keep opening my eyes and getting bored and thinking about other stuff, and then I'm like, and then I start running through my to-do list in my head. If my head is silent for more than a second, or if I'm not doing anything for more than a second, it's just I just start going through my to-do list. And you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to clear your mind. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, clear your mind. You're supposed to be aware of your thoughts and aware of your feelings and let them drift past you. And by the way, meditation is really, 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 really good. Like, it's really good. And this is something I should practice. You can get better at it. This is something I should practice. This isn't something I should give up on. I should really try, and it will really help. But at the same time, I fucking hate it. They're like, oh, try guided meditations. What, so some weird man can whisper in my ear? It feels so gross. Like, get out of my ear, bro.
R0She87 says, have you tried the method of meditation where you fill your mind instead of empty it?
What, like listening to 2 songs at once while watching a movie while playing The Sims? Yeah, I do that all the time. It's really fun. Harry, how can you listen to 2 songs at once? It keeps the demons out. I hate meditating. It's really good. I should do it. It would really help. You guys should definitely keep doing it. It's tricky for some people. Anyway, I fucking love this. This is great. Why haven't we done this before? I didn't know. Listen, I watched a YouTube video where someone was going through these sorts of stories. It's just, I typed in BetterHelp because it's easy to find stories about bad therapists, but it's not just BetterHelp. It's a lot of people's, and also most therapists are amazing. Therapy is a really good thing to do, and a lot of these people are in therapy. Like they say, you saw, they say at the end of the video, they are in therapy now and they have a good one. So therapy is really, really good. These are just some horror stories. Just to reiterate, don't let it put you off. But yeah, let's go for this guy.
Hi there.
Hello.
How are you?
You're in a car.
Yeah. I'm doing some Uber Eats
Oh, it's a
deliveries on
skit.
the side.
Oh wow.
Now, remind me, are you the one with the cancer mom? The mom with cancer?
No, I just have depression, and I've been.
Oh, another one. Okay.
Just wanted to talk.
Have you tried vitamins, like supplements?
Not
No,
really.
not the gummies, not the Flintstone gummies. You gotta swallow them. Okay, you gotta swallow them.
Yeah, I have like vitamin C ones my mom gave me.
Let me tell you something about my mom. and swallowing. She breastfed me till I was 12.
What?
And yeah, she didn't let me speak till I was 7.
Oh, really?
And that affected me in a very traumatic way. And she used to grab my head like this, and she...
I'm sorry. I thought maybe we could talk about, you know, my problems.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to cut this session short. I don't think we're compatible with each other. I hope you find someone else. All right, bye. Thank you. Hi there.
That's so funny. One time on BetterHelp, she got up and said, "I'm listening. I'm just making some bacon." I told my therapist about my OCD thoughts, and she literally said, "You sound crazy." The therapist told me to do stretches and then never responded again. Oh my god, the vitamin one is so true. Have you tried fish oil? Have you tried fish oil? It's just, you're just not getting enough vitamins. Bro, I see demons. Not me, in general. Oh dear. Okay, let's keep going. These are now... I want to find stitches. People who use TikTok, okay? People who use TikTok, right? How do you find stitches of a particular thing? Can you? Can you do that? If I was to go to this original, can I see what is stitched with it? I'm too old for this as well. I'm too old for this shit. It's true. Let's keep going. We can do this. We can find some more. There is eye and skin stitching. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that would make sense for sure. Story time from a therapist's perspective. And again, we're looking for lots of views because people rip with their feet most of the time. Burnt tissue stitch. Ugh. What? Calling the youngins. Any youths around? Technical support for youths? No, stitches dissolve. Oh, well, you know what? Like, that's probably usually a good thing.
How many years do you think it's going to be before we see a true crime documentary about BetterHelp?
So I tried BetterHelp twice. I actually got a refund from them. So my first therapist was 10 minutes late to our 10-minute meeting, our first initial meeting.
Oh my
and then
God.
she was like, oh, wow, we don't have a lot of time. So I told her about something, and it was like something traumatic for me. And she focused so much on the other people's pronouns and sexuality that, like, the story didn't even matter at this point. And then she kept trying to sell me her book. So I contacted them, and I got a different therapist. He was also late and just completely missed our first meeting. We set a second one. He missed that one. And then he just texted like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I was at my other job. And I was just like, what the
How many years do you
So
think it's
I
gonna be
heard
before we
that the reason for this is it's kind of like TaskRabbit for therapists, right? So they're all freelance, and it's usually, they advertise sometimes for people who are just getting into it or just trying to start their business or aren't like super qualified. So it's people who do have other jobs and are doing it as like a side thing. This is where the controversy comes from. It's not because the idea is bad. The idea is great. It's that they don't necessarily always screen for people who are licensed and qualified. Yeah. That's what it is. That's scary. I'm sorry. I'll skip a little bit. There you go. A therapist on BetterHelp once tried to convince me into adoption because her friends really wanted a baby when I found out I was pregnant and I was scared. What the fuck? Phoenix, thanks for the follow. What? This takes a cake for a while, this comment. What is that? No way. She would be cooking her meals while talking to me. I wonder if this is the same woman. She would be cooking her meals while talking to me about my problems. I felt like I was disturbing her from her daily activities. This person had a really good experience with it. So, you know, that's what I mean. Bad apples. Yeah, you want to give me your child? My friends all want one. Oh no, this therapist told me if I just try to sleep more, I'd be fine. Do you guys have bad anything like this? It doesn't necessarily have to be from a therapist. Do you guys have any experiences like this? And again, therapy is really, really good. Would recommend. Excellent if you can get it. But like everything, there are bad ones sometimes, but you just find a different one. You'll be okay. It sorted you right out. That's nice. That's good. Didn't they also sell user data to third parties? Yup. They did that. They did do that. Yeah. That's what I heard. They don't do that anymore, I don't think. Or maybe they do, but they now just disclose it. They can have my data. Yeah, but it's like therapy data. It's what's wrong with you data. it's you are in therapy data. So, I don't know. Since it's like a medical thing, or it's close to a medical thing, I feel like it should be private, you know? You don't want your doctor's office selling your data to Cambridge Analytica, do you? Went 3 times. That's good. He told me that I needed to slow down. Slow down. Fixed. Nice. Great. That's good. My first attempt at a therapist, I told him I was thinking about leaving because it was expensive, and he was just telling me stuff I already knew. Oh, he spent the rest of the time telling me how horrible I am and quoting the Bible at me. Oh my god. Oh my god. You are promoting pro-therapy propaganda. Explain to me what that is and why... And why I would be doing that. Explain to me what pro-therapy propaganda is. Oh no, I want everyone to be healing. I had a therapist that was overall pretty good, but was hung up on the first problem I came to her for when I had something much more important come up. She would always try tying the session back to that other problem. Weird. There's a phrase for that. It's actually a psychological bias that we have, which is ironic that they didn't pick up on that they were doing that themselves. There's a word for that. I forgot what it's called. First assumption bias, or confirmation. It might be a type of confirmation bias. I'm not sure. There's something for it. Isn't there an oath that a therapist can't talk about what you've said in therapy because of trust and shit? Yes, there is. Yes, unless it unless it could be harmful to you or someone else. So they're allowed to, you can't confess murder. They're allowed to tell the police if you confess murder. Or if you're like a real danger, they'll probably tell someone. But that doesn't mean that's not as extreme as people think. They think that if they tell a therapist about certain thoughts they might be having, that's it, they're going to be sectioned straight away, but that's not true. It means as if they think that you have a plan that you're going to carry out tomorrow, then they might tell someone. But it's not everything. Can you do it to a priest? What happens if a priest goes to therapy? It's like double secrets, you know? Iron tight, concrete, if you will. Well, shit, I was just about to confess. No, you can't. You can't just randomly confess to murder. No, they will tell someone. You can confess to murder to a priest, I think. And then it's up to the priest if they tell someone, and they might not. So I would, if you want to confess to murder to someone, I would go priest rather than therapist. But then God will hear you, so, you know, it depends which way you want to go. Do therapists need a therapist to get all the therapy off their shoulders? Probably, yes. I think it's one of those things that if you aren't a emotion sponge, then you'll be better at the job. Like surgeons, I think. But some people are. They're obliged to tell the authorities if you plan on doing something naughty. Yes, indeed, yes. If there is a plan, then they will tell someone to stop the plan from happening. But there's a lot you can confess to that'll be fine for them to keep secret. But yes. Priests do worse thing than murder. Oh, not all of them are scam artists. Not all of them. Most are fine. I think you can make an argument that therapy won't help some people, and if they knew who they were, they wouldn't need to waste time. No. I disagree. I think it will help everybody. If they knew who they were, they wouldn't need to waste time. But therapy can help you find who you are. That's the point. That's the point. Yeah. See them after the atrocity, not before. Yeah. Oh no. What if you're planning a... Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. I'm not a child anymore, so the priest can't cause you harm. Chat, please. Stop it. Stop it. Oh no. Oh dear. So. Cool. Right. Do we want to... Hold on. Let us. Sorry, I got distracted because someone filmed their hallucinations, but they said they're like filming their hallucinations, like as in they're filming what they were seeing. So I think they're really insane, like not like that. Hold. Here's another. Woo! Oh, that's not the one I was clicking. Okay.
POV, you tell your boyfriend that you can't go on a movie date on a Sunday
Kimura,
night at
thanks for the
8 p.m.
follow.
because you've got your first therapy session on BetterHelp Therapy with a doctor from Peru that doesn't show up because apparently her power went out. And then you sit there for half an hour watching your little face in the window, waiting for her to pop up
can't
on
she
this video
text
call,
you?
and she doesn't. And then your boyfriend comes back into the room and says, how did you go? And you say it didn't happen. And then you kind of have a little mentee bee, and he ends up being like, let me be your therapist. And you joke saying that's not possible. That is obviously not how that works. And then he sits there with you for 45 minutes to let you rant and talks back to you in a way that makes you feel heard and seen and listened more than any other therapist possibly could. And now you kind of don't want therapy anymore.
Oh.
POV, you tell your boyfriend that you can't
I'm so
go
confused.
on a
Mentee
movie
bee,
date
that's
on
what
a
I
Sunday
call
night
it
at 8
too.
p.m. because you've got your first therapy session on BetterHelp.
So that's nice. That's nice that it, yeah, boyfriend win. That's true. That's lovely. I mean, yeah, people can't be your therapists unless they're a therapist, though. That's one thing I will say. Like, people who love you can 100% be there for you, and that's lovely so much. But it's a lot of pressure to put on someone. They're not going to be able to fix your mental health, and nor should they be asked to. Similarly, you shouldn't feel the pressure to fix someone else's mental health. Kind of sounds like he did, though. Yeah, Pog. Yeah, he really did. He absolutely fixed her. 1 session, 1 hour for free. Fixed. Hashtag fixed, and that's that's the whole thing. Oh gosh. Okay, so I thought that would be a really, really good thing to talk about on the People Suck stream. Those are some therapists that suck. We were able to talk about that modern day night project, Bedros, who is a scammer and insane. And remember, we started the stream with the Butterface contest, where they rated women's bodies in bikinis and how good they were out of 10. And then they took the bag off of the women's heads and talked about and rated how ugly their faces were. And the babe with the best body and the worst face won. So that's great. I can't believe that's a TV show that exists. Anyway, spam that right message. Be super nice to Frankie. She's really cool. If you like what you see, remember to follow. If you don't, do it anyway. Twitter for announcements, Instagram pictures, and Discord for everything else. I go to TikTok and to YouTube, and I post regularly, so make sure to subscribe. And if you like what you see, remember to follow. And I said that already. And the next stream is not tomorrow, but the next day, Sunday at 1 p.m. BST, GMT. Be there or be square. BST? We might have daylight saving, so check what the time is on the page down below. And tonight is movie night in the Discord. Shit, tonight is movie night in the Discord. I might be leaving. I will post on the Discord about this. Thank you guys so much for being nice to Frankie. Close your eyes. That's not the right tune. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. We rated, thanks so much. Hey there.